Good afternoon. Hi everybody, welcome back. Hello. Time for you to meet our little screamer. Hey there. We got a little screamer. Good morning. Okay. It's okay. Oh my goodness. There you go. Jeez Louisa. Cheep, am I right? That's our screamer. She knows how to eat and drink and scream. Good afternoon, everybody. We've had some birth on the farm, if we want to call what we have a farm as a farm. We have 5 baby chicks right now. We have 2 more that are already broken their shells, but they haven't hatched yet. They're still just making their way out. And they're so cute. And I'm their mommy, and they all look different. Every single one came out different somehow, which is so fun. So hello, if you're new here, hi, I'm Laura. I hope you'll take a second to subscribe and like the video. I do a lot of handmade stuff. Right now I'm big into knitting. Hey babes. I'm big into knitting this week, but usually it's crochet, natural dye, things like that. Another thing I'm into right now is my little baby chicks that hatched. I've already put 12 more in the incubator because look at them. Look at how cute they are. They're so cute. Hey there, Rebecca. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Mary Grace. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Saga. Hey, Nancy. Hello, Janice. And hello, Angela. How are you guys doing today? I know, right? Chicken. Alex has been calling them chicken nuggets. We've only named a couple of them. Hi, babies. Hi. Hi. How you doing? Oh my God, they're just so small. They're just so small. But they're so strong for like how little they are. Hi. If you pick them up all together, they won't leave your hand. They'll just sit with you. Look at them. Oh my gosh. So we've got 5 right now. The little chirps, I know, right, Kay? I know, they're just so sweet. So we've got 5 right now. One of them is a little bit tougher than the others. That's our screamer. She was born like 3rd out of 5. But for some reason, she's like tough. She wants to stand on her own. She's not like sitting all the time. She like walks around and stands. And also she screams. She's got such a scream to her. This is our firstborn. This one right here. Hello, my dear. There you go. This is Juniper, our first baby. Hi, hold on there, you. So Juniper is our firstborn little baby. She came out, I'm going to show you the egg she came out of, or her mom laid another egg this morning, and I just want to show you because it makes no sense to me how you can't eat that. That's yarn. I know. How this little baby fit into this egg. Look how much it's already like a larger animal than could fit into the egg. Hi. Yeah, you're so good at flying already, huh? So I'm pretty confident that this is a girl. I've been doing a lot of the research online of how you check. I'm going to put you back into the incubator again, okay? I'm going to put you guys back in for now. All right? Well, I'll show everybody one at a time first. Hold on. They scoop up like they're very small and very cute. Here, you go in there. So that's Juniper. Hi. We do have one boy. I'm fairly certain we have one boy. Hold on. This is another one of Sunflower's baby. So Juniper is Sunflower's baby, and this is also Sunflower's baby, so it looks almost the same. Okay, it's okay. And then these 2 are Daisy and Fern. Daisy or Fern, one of our leghorns. But look at what happened with these ones. Okay, so the one with the little red spot on his nose, this is a boy. Oh my God, look how cute they are. And this one right here is a girl. You can see they still have their little egg tooth. But these chickens, they're not straight up yellow. They have black spots. Do you see the black spots on his head? And they're on their wings too. Look, there's little black spots on the bum. They're gonna be little spotted babies. Hi, my little Easter chicks. Aren't they so sweet? Oh, you sleepy. You're so small. So tired from living such a hard life. Oh, hi. Hi. You're so handsome. They're just, you hold them and they'll just fall asleep. Hi. Good morning. Oh, yes. You're somewhere warm so you can sleep. So these are my new babies. And they're just so small. You want to go back in? And I'll show you the screamer now. Because this baby, I know. These two babies, whoops, have the same parents. These are both from the same mom and the same dad, and look how different they are. Hi, you want to show them your cute faces? Hi. Ooh, careful, hold on. Yes, you're such a screamer, I know. Your lungs are just so strong. You're just so strong. So she's my favorite, the little one that screams because she's like a screamer. Oh, thank you. Feeling the Outlander vibes today. Don't know if you can tell. I started watching Outlander and now I'm like, oh, plaid. I forgot that I have plaid. So here we are. Although I'm feeling like it's kind of giving me like a belly that isn't actually there. Like if I go like this, it looks like I'm pregnant, but in reality there isn't. It's just, anyway, not pregnant. So, I'm a mama, though. I'm not pregnant, but I'm a mama, or a grandma. You can't come out of there. And they already know how to eat. Look, see, they're eating right now. These two. They're literally dinosaurs. For real, for real. Their little feet are so cute, these little dinosaurs. You can't tell on a baby's sex, you can't tell sex on baby chicks, even the hatcheries get it wrong. Yeah, but there are some ways that you can tell. So yeah, they can get it wrong, of course. I didn't do vent sexing, but I looked into each of the mom's breeds for the chickens, and then I looked at the way that they sex chicks that aren't vent sexing, and I'm pretty sure, like I can tell that one of there's two yellow ones, one is a girl and one is a boy. I'm not 100% sure which one's which. I feel fairly confident, but for sure they're not both the same sex because they look exactly the same, but their wings are different. Like, what was that? Their wings are visibly different. So yeah, they're not the same. For sure we have more than one girl, and I believe we have for sure one boy. I can't tell with the darker chicks. The yellow chicks had really distinct, different looking wing shapes. Like it's clearly different, two different birds. Later on, once they've had a little nap and they're down to be held again, they only like to be held for a few minutes unless I'm being quiet, and then they'll just sleep in my lap. But once they're calmed down a bit, I'll show you the difference between their two wings. It's very visible. Like definitely we have a boy. They probably are all roosters. Thanks, Lori. Thanks for your good luck vibes. But hopefully we've got a bunch of chickens, a bunch of hens in there, and then we'll have a bunch of baby hens. But if we've only got one boy, Alex said we can keep him, so it's good. When you rescued a stray cat, turns out to not be pregnant, hatch your own, literally. Like, oh, you're not gonna give me baby animals? Well, I have already committed in my brain that I'm having baby animals, so here they are. Hold on, Gayless do her dance, not that memorable, but I share your overall thoughts. Not that memorable. Okay, cool. What's up, pretty ladies? Hello, Vicky, and hello, hold on, Zidzel. Hello, Zidzel. Rebecca, they're so sweet, aren't they? Pretty eyes. We've got 12 chickens now, too. Oh, cool! So I put 12 more in the incubator because I want Diane to have a baby, and I want Violet to have a baby. We've got eggs coming from Violet and Diane, so I put a few of each of them, and then I put a few more of Marshmallow because hers are so bright blue. So we've got another 12 in there. I think that we're gonna get 2 more for sure because they're hatching right now, like they're in process. There's already like cuts in the shell, so I'm fairly certain we'll get those 2 as long as everything goes well, we did lose one chick, which was awful because it was one of Clover's chicks. So obviously all of them I love, but I mean, like, I was very excited to see because Clover is such a cute chicken. But anyway, we lost one chick, got all the way out of the shell, which is so strange. When I went to bed at like, I don't know, 2 a.m. I got up and I took 3 chicks out of the incubator and I put them into this little brooder setup. There was already one chick in there. So Juniper was in the brooder already. I took out 3 additional chicks, put them in the brooder, and there was a 4th chick struggling, like, in the process of hatching, and a 5th chick in the process of hatching. And when I came in the morning, there was the 5th chick was alive and fluffy, and then that additional chick was not. It was out of the egg, but still wet and dead. But it was like its legs and body were in the egg, but its head and neck were out of the egg, which is a bummer because I don't know if I had been awake when it got out of the shell, would it have made a difference? Is there anything I could have done? Because the other chicks, they just broke themselves out, and then I would go and say hello when they were like just out of the shell, and then I would leave them in the incubator until they were dry, and then add them to the brooder. But this one, it was still like, it like dried wet, like it made it out of the shell though, like its full head, and I don't know, like it broke the shell was broken open. All it would have had to do is like kick out. So I don't know how that would have happened, but apparently that can happen. Say hi from us, Sid. Probably not, he was probably just too weak. Well, weird that they can get that far and then die. It seems so strange that they could get all the way to the point development from like embryo all the way to a full-grown baby with like all of the like it wasn't missing anything. It got out of the shell and then it just died. I don't know, it just seems so strange that should happen. So yeah, that was sad. And also that chicken was dark gray, which I was very excited to see. When I saw the initial beak coming out, it was a dark beak, and all the other ones have light color. Oh my god, they're all sleeping. They all have light colored beaks. One of them is sleeping standing up. The head is on the ground, but the legs are still up. It hasn't like fallen over yet. It's just like wobbling. Wow, that is cute. Anyway, it would have been one of Clover's babies. So right now, the 2 eggs that are in the process of hatching right now, one is Clover's and one is Marshmallow's. So I feel pretty confident we'll get Marshmallow and Clover babies today, tomorrow. And then I recognized, I was like, why are they hatching so late? But I added eggs a couple of days after the first batch went in. So I know they're a little bit delayed, but it's okay. They'll hatch in their own pace. I don't need to rush them for any reason. But yeah, we went to the feed store and we picked up the chick starter. I also got the water and feeder that you like screw a jar onto. How many did you end up hatching? So far we've got 5 that hatched and lived and 1 that hatched and died, and we have 2 more in the process of hatching. So if the 2 that are in the egg currently coming out, if they survive, we will have 7. We have 2 eggs that have no signs of hatching. 2 dark brown eggs. They were ones that I could never see in the when candling. I could never see if they were alive because they're too dark. The light didn't go through them. So I don't know if they're hatching and just a little later, or if they are not going to hatch. I'm just leaving them in the incubator for, I guess, like another week, because I think the last egg that I put into the incubator was probably on like Tuesday. So I'll probably just leave them in until like Thursday. All of the eggs that haven't hatched, and then after Thursday, if they haven't hatched, they're not going to hatch. So yeah, so that's my plan. So hopefully we can get a total of 9. That would be awesome if we could get 9 alive babies. But I think probably, like, I feel pretty confident about 7 babies. Right now we have 5. So if we can get through this with only losing the 1 chick, I will be pretty happy. I mean, obviously I'm still sad, and I did keep the chick. We're gonna bury it. Alex and I talked about it. We're gonna bury the chick and plant a tree or something on top. We're gonna do the same thing with CJ when we get him back. The taxidermist contacted us and said that he will be ready pretty much April 1st. So we're probably going to go and pick up the box. We have a box we're going to bury him in, and then we're going to bury him in the backyard and put a tree on top of him. I think we'll do a tree that produces something so that it's like a memory that we get to interact with rather than it just being like a tree. I think we'll do something that's like, maybe we'll do a rose bush so that we can harvest the rose hips from it, or we'll do another elderflower tree, something like that. Maybe even a fruit tree, cherries or something. But yeah, we're gonna do that when we get CJ back. So hopefully by April 1st, the ground will be thawed enough for us to dig a good hole. And then we'll put in 2 new trees, one for the baby bird and one for CJ. That's the plan. Also, I don't know if Peekaboo was actually, like, it seemed very much like she was in heat, right? The last time we spoke. She hasn't stopped though at all. Like, it's not stopped. How long does heat last in a cat? I thought it was like a day or 2, because it's now been 5 days that she's just been like very vocal all day long for no reason. She'll like nap and then wake up from a nap and just yowl with Alex for like 10 minutes. She doesn't do it with me the same way. She will, when I meow back at her, she changes her meow back to a friendly meow. So she'll be going like meow, and I'll go meow, and then she'll go meow. But when Alex talks to her, they like go back and forth meowing at each other. So I was like, yeah, she's into you, Alex. She's in heat and she loves you. But it hasn't stopped, because I thought it would stop after like a couple of days. About a week in heat, poor girl. Jeez, it seems so miserable. She's just, the meows that come out of her when she wakes up from a nap are just so sad. And they're angry. And she talks with Alex so angry. Oh, Dawn, what are the names? What are we going to do? If anybody want to buy the chicks, what would be the price? Saeem, hi. And Josie, hi. And Lulu Moon, hi. Baby chick, so exciting. Hello from Oregon. Hi. First time popping in when this is live. Your knitting looks great. Thank you very much. I'm working hard. I've been knitting while watching Outlander, hence why I'm wearing a plaid poncho. This morning, I took it out of the laundry bin. Alex washed it out of nowhere. Like, I don't know. It lined up, and then I saw it, and I was like, ooh, I want to wear that today. And then I put it on, and I was like, oh, I'm from Scotland in 1700 and something. Great, I'm happy with that. Except for I have denim on and my hair looks like a 70s or 60s, or what's the one when girls started cutting their hair really short in the like boyish, I feel like it's like I have like a 70s boy haircut, like a 17-year-old boy in the 70s. I feel like that's what my haircut looks like. Like, I think when I saw my hair this morning, you know, in the movie The Virgin Suicides, I feel like I look like the boys in The Virgin Suicides. Google says 6 days. Thank you, Google. Thanks, Lori. And Saeem, I am going to be selling some of the chicks, I believe, to our next door neighbors. Our neighbors, they planned on getting chicks last fall, but they didn't end up doing it, or chickens. And I was like, hey, I hatched some chicks. They got a new dog, and we were talking from the yard the other day, and I was like, I'm hatching chicks. Do you guys still want to get chickens? They were like, yeah, we got the coop. And I was like, okay, well, I'm hatching some chicks, and once I choose which ones I want, you can have choice of which ones you want. And they were like, we would love to buy some of your chicks. So I think I'm going to be selling some to my neighbors. But I also am going to probably be giving some to my mom and dad. They are getting a coop this week from a neighbor as well. So they'll have a coop. So they're not getting the chicks anytime soon. I'm going to wait until like mid-summer, probably like May, and then that's when we'll look at rehoming any of the ones that we aren't going to keep. But I don't think they're going to have to go very far. I'm pretty sure our neighbor and my parents are going to pretty much scoop up whatever we don't keep, which is great. She can go back and eat in about a month, if not bred, so be prepared if she doesn't get spayed. Well, she should be spayed by then. You need to watch more closely when you watch Outlander. No knitting. Popcorn. I can't watch closely. I have to knit. I have to practice, and when I'm watching TV, it's the only time that I can practice without feeling like I'm wasting time. Because when I'm practicing a craft instead of working, it's like, it feels like wasted time, because even though the craft may end up being something that counts as work for me, like if I film a tutorial someday on knitting, then technically practicing knitting is part of my job, right? But it feels like wasted time because I have so much other stuff I need to get done on the back end for videos. So when I watch my TV time, I watch like 2 or 3 episodes before we go to bed. No, 2 episodes. They're like an hour long, aren't they? I'm gonna be honest, probably 3 episodes. But before we go to bed, I will knit for 2 hours or 3 hours. Cats stay in heat for like a week. Thank you, thank you. Well, this one should, I hope, as long as nothing gets changed for her spay date, then this should be her last heat then. But yeah, if you, oh yeah, Thunder, I can't help you with anything right now. I'm knitting. I'm working really hard, okay? This is my job. Do you understand? I'm at work. I'm at work knitting a sweater piece. Also, I've decided this is gonna be a sweater. I'm gonna just keep working on getting faster at knitting through this project, and then I will make a sweater with my hand-dyed yarn. So what's everybody else up to? Do you hear how the chicks are not making any noise? It's because they're all sleeping right now. They're all underneath their little heat lamp, cuddled up together. Well, they're not right under the heat lamp. What's weird is that they don't like the direct heat of the lamp, so the lamp sprays heat down, right? They're like lied around the outer perimeter of the main heat lamp, which is so funny because when you see them, like you'll come into the room and there will just be like a circle of chicks. And it's like, is there a magical thing happening here? No, it's just too hot in the middle. It's the perfect temperature on the sides. What's weird though, I moved the heat lamp a little bit farther away and they didn't change, they didn't like go all together. So, Thunder, this is not food. It is tea and knitting. That is what I have here. Oh, also, I went to my parents' house yesterday because my sister's in town for some family stuff. And we were hanging out, which was nice. Obviously, we were masked, and my sister also works from home, and she quarantined for 2 weeks before coming here because she knew she was going to be doing some family stuff. She needed to be able to interact. It's fine, Thunder. It's fine. So anyway, we were masked, and we were outside, but I did get to see my sister. We went to my parents' farm, and we cut some pussy willow branches, which was nice. They like being cold with warm butts can relate, right? I like being cold right before I go to bed, and then I snuggle up and then I can fall asleep easier. But anyway, I got to see my sister, which was awesome. We harvested some pussy willow branches. My parents they run like a working farm, but they sell a lot of their wares sounds like they make it. They sell a lot of their produce. They sell a lot of their foodstuffs to a different farm locally. That has a larger, well-known farm store. So my mom, for example, her jams sell in this store. She makes them. People still come to the farm to buy them, but in addition, this store buys a bunch of them and sells them for her, I guess. And she does baked goods for them now. They like request certain things every Sunday, and then she delivers them on Thursdays. And it's like she does this big. She does a baking and preserve thing for her farm. When it's not growing season. Like when she's not actually doing farm stuff, she's doing preserves and baked goods. Anyway, she was doing some preserves and baked goods, and they asked if they had any pussy willows because they sell pussy willows there. So we went and harvested a whole bunch and cut them and put them in packs of 5 and tied them with nice little strings and stuff. We did that as our little afternoon activity, which was really fun. Alex came too. He's such a sport. He's a chill dude. He'll just hang out. And afterwards we were leaving and I was like, oh, I had such a good time, thanks. He was like, I had a really good time too. And I'm like, I don't think I heard you say any words while we were there. It's funny because my parents no longer, like when we first started dating, it was like people like forced talking out of Alex and they were like, he's so shy. Whereas now they understand he's not shy, he just doesn't have an opinion on this topic, so he will not say anything on this, you know what I mean? Whereas he's happy to hang out and listen to other people talk about the things they're interested in. If he's not interested, he doesn't add things. If he has a question, he'll ask it, but he's very like, when Alex talks, he says things. He's not like me. I don't say anything, but I talk forever. He only says things. He doesn't talk forever. Does that make sense? So we're like a perfect pair because he's happy to just listen to me blabble on like a little chicken. But his sentences only take up like 5 or 6 words and he gets the same stuff across. The only time that has ever been a hindrance is when we're fighting, because when we're fighting I have so many words to say, you know, and he doesn't, and I'm like, I'm here for an argument, and he's like, why don't we talk about it a little later? And then he'll have like a full statement that's clear, and I'll be like, no, I want to dig into things, and he's like, well, he's just a very level-headed person. He just doesn't really. Like, I think I've told this story before. I've only ever heard Alex yell one time, and it was at CJ. He yelled, I think CJ bit him, and he yelled, and then CJ was like, there was something to do with CJ attacking him, and he like raised his voice in a way that wasn't a joke. Like he raised his voice in a actually like upset way. I can't say if he was like, he didn't scream. It was like but he raised his voice in a clear way that he was not happy. And for me, that's like, it's really triggering. Like I really don't respond well to men raising their voice. It gets me somewhere in my soul that I do not like, and it made me cry. And Alex, that was probably 5 or 6 years ago, and he's never raised his voice ever again. Like when he calls for thunder, it's like, it's a different voice. It's just a different version of raising your voice. He's never raised his voice angrily at anything around me, save for that one time. And he's just so level-headed that when I told him like it's not okay for me when that happens, or it scares me even though it's not directed at me. It puts me in a state of fear and anxiety. And he never did again. He just never did again. In like a month and a half, we've been together for 10 years. And he has just he's never done the same thing twice if it was something that wasn't good. Did any of you see Taylor Swift's dress at the Grammys? No, covered in flowers. I thought of Laura and Woodland Fairies. Maybe that's why I'm into Outlander right now, is because they talk of fairies, and I'm like, I just want to be from somewhere where fairies are part of the daily lexicon. Neurodivergent trauma response. So healthy. But at the same time, luckily, my sweet, darling Alex accommodates the things about me that are unique, and he is very accommodating and level-headed. And it's funny because sometimes I'm like, you're just so good to me, but it's not even. He's just so good. He's just a good guy. Like, he's just good. It's like, regardless of who, like, you know how people are like, oh, he's my perfect person. No, I'm pretty sure that if we broke up, he would be able to easily find someone who would love him forever, because he's so easily lovable. He's easy to love. He doesn't require like internal sacrifice to justify love. He's a good guy. I really am. I lucked out for sure. I definitely lucked out with this one. I am pumped to marry him. We're gonna get married this summer, and we're gonna be like rustic AF. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time. Oh no, Mary Grace, what happened? What happened? Let me see. Y'all, I literally just had the most embarrassing thing happen, and I want to crawl under a rock and not come out. Please share, because that happens to me like every other Wednesday. So I'm sure it's not as bad as it definitely feels. I found that same thing. Sid, that's awesome. What my sister and I call those people, because my sisters have both found their version of that guy too, like the guy where you're like, how did this work out perfectly? We call them golden retrievers, because it's like the calm, supportive energy. Think of like how it feels to interact with a golden retriever that's like a gentle one. Hello, golden retriever. You're just like a good, calm, soft dog with a good heart. That's basically... Obviously, I'm not saying that in an offensive way, not literally like a dog, but I mean, you know what I mean? Like a true love companion who loves unconditionally and is soft and gentle. Meeting and dating men who aren't emotionally damaged sounds fake, but okay. Well, it is fake, Vicky. It's just men whose emotional damage doesn't impact their anger emotions. You know what I mean? I think Alex is, I think the reason, obviously this is just my speculation, but Alex is like autistic. And I say that while giggling because we didn't find out until we were dealing with my depression. That's when my family doctor mentioned it. And then when we ended up going to therapy and Alex ended up getting a therapist, he ended up going to a psychiatrist, whatever. We were going to some psychiatrist, and basically they were like, yeah, you're just a person with autism who went through your whole life not knowing you had autism, and now you're an adult who functions perfectly fine. You're just a little different, and everybody thinks you're a little different. But really, if they had known when he was like 13 that he had autism. It may have like changed how they had autism, is autistic, a person with autism. I don't know the whole thing. I'm not like educated in the lingo, but basically my theory is that Alex's spectrum neurodivergent mind allowed him to just like, he flows just differently. He just flows differently, that's all. I don't feel sick. It came out of nowhere. Oh, hold on. I got out of the shower. Oh, no! That's so awful. I'm sorry, Mary Grace. That's awful. I wonder what happened. That's so awful. I'm so sorry. It happens, I guess, Vicky. Throw the whole bed away. Yeah, right. Beds are stupid expensive. This has never happened before. I had to hop back in the shower. Embarrassing. Totally. Sorry, it's embarrassing. And we're still here for you. And none of us saw, so really, we could just pretend it never happened. And hey there, Nerman. Good call. Autistic person is typically the desired phrasing. Okay, well then, Alex, he is on the spectrum, and the doctor that we were speaking to was basically like, it would have been called Asperger's, but now everything is just called on the spectrum, so you're on the spectrum. But because of, after all of the conversations that he had with these people, basically, it was determined that he would have been called Asperger's if it had been caught when he was young, but because he was from Belarus, moved here when he was like 10, and from 10 years old, not speaking any English, it was missed. It was just missed when he was going through childhood. But hey, it works out for me, because I don't know if anything would have been different, but I think that he communicates just fine, and I love the hell out of that guy. I'm laughing because it was so funny, but oh my god, I can't even imagine. I'm guessing that you thought you had a little toot, and it wasn't. That's my guess. Anyway, I don't know how we got on that, but I love Alex, the end. It's your word against ours, Mary Grace, and I refuse to let anyone believe that your body would betray you that way. Totally. The important thing is that it's a thing we are versus a thing we have or are afflicted with. Oh. I thought it was that it was a thing that you have would be better because you are, and then you have a thing, versus saying like you are is putting that as your whole identity. I thought that was the other side of it. Are there some chicks in the back? Yes, there are, Nerman. Guess how many? I don't know. Honestly, Sid, I'm happy to learn more about the proper phrasing, but in my head it's like, it very rarely comes up in my conversations with Alex or with anyone else, because it's not something that's like, it doesn't really matter with Alex. It's not like there's something that's being done or planned to be done. Like he's fine as is. So it's not like something that we are pursuing assistance with, you know what I mean? Autism, autistic, just a tense in English, I think. Okay, well, good. It'll probably still come out interchanged in my vocabulary, but with no offense, and Alex takes no offense, because it's not something, again, that he really, it's not something he really identifies with, because it's not something he found out until way late in life, and it does not really make an impact on him to have that term, at least at this point, not what it seems. But it made me laugh. I remember when the doctor was like, said Asperger's, and I was like, yep, my sisters and I have been joking behind the scenes, obviously lighthearted joking. We weren't like cruelly making fun of Alex, but there was like this thing that was mentioned more than once in the last 10 years of autism possibly being a reason behind some of Alex's tendencies, and it was just kind of a lighthearted joke in our family, including with Alex. And then when that happened, we were like, oh, LOL, it's less nice now that it's actually, like it was like, Alex is so smart at computers, and yet cannot hear sarcasm. Anyway, neither here nor there. I am a knitter and I have baby chickens. Nerman, please don't eat them. I definitely will not. Oh, they're all awake from their nap now. Somebody want to come say hello? Oh, somebody's eating. How about Miss Screamer? You want to come out, Miss Screamer? Hi. This is our Screamer. Isn't she so sweet? Hi. Look at that face. Hi. 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 There's our little screamer. Why are you being so quiet now? I just called you a screamer. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Oh my goodness, she's cute, isn't she though? I'm probably just going to call them all she, except for the one boy that I'm fairly certain is a boy, until I know that they're boys, just because I'm hopeful that they're all girls, because I want more egg layers. So I'm just going to call them all she. I want to name one Tulip, I've decided. I don't know why, but lately, in the last couple of days, it's been sounding more and more cute as a name. Same thing with me and my friends. I'm literally just sitting here like double staring while I listen. Good, okay, cool. Oh gosh. Yeah, exactly. Like someone who's colorblind finding out as an adult. It's like, oh, okay, well, great. I've literally done it all the way up to here without knowing that. So good to know. It's one of those things where it's like he can look back and go like, oh, that makes sense how that reaction happened. Like when I was young and I did this, that makes sense, you know? Like that sort of stuff. That's the only place where it's kind of helpful, is like revisiting memories. My cat upset that he can't sleep on my bed, so he's sleeping on a shower curtain. That's okay. The shower curtain instead of the bed. Cozy. Hold on. Hi. Oh, yeah, right. Hi, little chick. Screamer be like, disrespect your surroundings. I will not submit to your names. Now I will be the silent chick. I will not be Screamer any longer. Anyway, I want to name one of them Tulip because I think it's cute, and we've already named one of them, every time I can never remember it. I keep thinking it's Juniper. So many chickens laying for everyone. Yes, hi Laura, hi everyone. Hi Helen, nice to see you. Yes, I'm excited to see what happens with them because they won't lay for 5 or 6 months. But I'm so excited to see what color eggs they'll lay when they get there. And I'm also so excited to see what they actually look like. Because like right now, they're just puffy little babies, right? But they're going to get feathers and they're going to get colored. And I wonder what they're going to look like. Because their dad is so pretty. Baby, our rooster, is so pretty. And the moms that I chose to have the babies are all beautiful because all of our chickens are beautiful. So I'm excited to see. I really want to see what the white leghorns will be. Technically, all of these babies are called Easter eggers, by the way. We already have a Buttercup, Mary Grace, who was oddly afraid of me this morning. So strange. All of the other chickens, I was putting their food out in the garden so that they'll scratch up the dirt. And every time I like changed direction, Buttercup would run away from like the group of chickens and away from me, which was so strange. She's never usually like scared, so I'm wondering what happened. We already have a Buttercup though, is the point. But all these chicks are technically Easter eggers because their dad is an Easter egger, which means that they have colored egg genes. We just don't know which color they'll come with yet. They could be dark green, medium green, or blue, or light blue. So the white leghorns, we're pretty sure. You could call her Butter for short, little Butter. I wanted to suggest it on the last stream, but forgot the flower name in English. I do like Buttercup, it's cute, but we do have one already. Wisteria, Hyacinth, Princess Lily. I do like Lily. I have not yet determined if Lily is suitable. Alex wants to name one Tigger, and I was like, it doesn't. We could do Tiger Lily. That's kind of like Tigger. Then Alex can call her Tigger. How about that? Can we do Tiger Lily? Because that can be a name. But anyway, these chicks are all Easter eggers. The white leghorns, we can be pretty confident they will be laying a light blue egg, which is exciting because I want to see what they'll look like. Most likely, these chickens will end up with puffs on their faces. I don't know why that happens with Easter eggers, but when you mix an Easter egger with another breed of bird, for some reason they come out looking really fluffy face, like they're bearded, which I'm excited to see if these ones come out that way. Marshmallow's babies should lay a very bright egg because she lays bright eggs, and baby came from a blue egg, therefore bright blue egged baby. So that, I'm excited to see what that baby turns out looking like. But all of the moms were beautiful birds. We have white leghorns, which are just a white bird. It's fine. They'll be pretty because they'll be getting some of their dad's coloring, I'm hoping. But the other ones, we have silver laced Wyandotte mixed with Easter egger. We have brown Orpington mixed with Easter egger. I've got in the incubator, started yesterday, I've got Australorp mixed with Easter egger, and then Easter egger mixed with Easter egger. So we are having several Easter egger babies. So yeah, hopefully we'll be getting all bright colors, but we may end up with a couple olive eggers, which is exciting. The babies that are coming out of brown eggs should give us dark green eggs because the dad gives us blue. Blue plus brown equals green in egg science, allegedly. I like tiger lily. Yeah? Cool. Tigger lily, exactly. How are the chicks? Hey, Alex. The chicks are doing well. Thank you very much for asking. We've got 5 that are out of the shell, running around, eating, pooping, and drinking. And then we've got 2 that are in the shell, but they are working on it, and I can hear them going beep, beep, beep. So I know they're alive in there. And then we've got 2 shells that have not had any cracks or any sign of hatching yet, but I have not yet given up hope. So we have 4 eggs still in the incubator, waiting to hatch. And then we've had 1 baby die. I don't know what happened. Just when I came in the morning to the incubator, it had hatched almost all the way out of the egg and then died. So we have 5 alive with 2 yet to come, possibly today or tomorrow, and then 2 unclear if they're gonna hatch or not. Hey there, V. Oh, by the way, don't forget to like the video, friends. If you're here hanging out with me, don't forget to click the like button because, I mean, like it for the baby chicks, on behalf of the baby chicks. So there's that. Vincent. Hey, Vincent. My grandparents had meat birds one year, and of course I became best friends with one and named her Ducky. Oh, Ducky, like from the Land Before Time, because she's a little dinosaur. They are really sweet, aren't they? Hey there, Wilma. Nature is cruel sometimes. Yeah, it's definitely strange. It definitely felt strange to see a baby get all the way out. I just whipped up some dill shrimp pasta salad. Oh God, can I come over, Rebecca? That sounds delicious. Oh, speaking of cooking, I have something interesting to share with you guys. I ordered my first, what's it called? One of the food boxes. What are the names of them? There's like, HelloFresh, that's what it's called. I was like, which one sponsors everyone? I ordered our first month of HelloFresh. So I did 4 meals for 2 people a week. And there was like a coupon for $100 off. So it ends up being $49 for 4 meals that will feed 2 people. So I'm gonna give it a shot, and it comes next Sunday. It's supposed to be like $100 for those 4 meals, but because the discount was $100 off, but it's off of the first 4 boxes, so you get $50 off your first box off. So I ordered it, and I'm gonna see if it's good. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good, right? It's food that I'm gonna cook for myself, made of good ingredients that someone else put together. I'm pretty sure I'll like it. But I figured I'll do that, and then after that I'll email them and I'll be like, I paid for your dang box. You should really sponsor me. I'm super useful. That being with the assumption that the boxes are going to be good. If they're bad, that would be not the case, because who wants to endorse something that's bad? But if it's Hello! If it's tasty, and it is as cost-effective as it seems, then yeah, I'm gonna pursue finding a way to get them to sponsor me. Because they sponsor everybody on YouTube, don't you think? HelloFresh, like how many of your YouTube friends that you watch on YouTube are sponsored by HelloFresh? Because for me, it feels like an awful lot of the people I watch are. So I figure I'll buy my first box, try it out, and then if it's good, I will find out how to look into getting sponsored by them. And then I'll tell you guys about them. Although, am I not doing that now? Technically, I should be sponsored by them now, because right now I'm advertising them. However, I can't really support it yet because I haven't tried it, so who's to say? I do like that the price was like 50 bucks for a week, like 4 dinners for 2 people. That's a lot of meals, you know? 8 meals for 40 bucks? That's cheaper than takeout. It's also cheaper than grocery shopping, so that sounds exciting. None but you, possibly. Well, Dawn, hopefully eventually I'll be sponsored and then I can be like, check them out, Dawn, and it'll be awesome. I don't think the contest will work now because you're just too happy showing the babies. Well, I can show the babies. The contest is fine. They're not all done. Until all the eggs are done, the contest is open. We could be getting 7. We could end with 5. We could end with 9. We could end with 8. There could be 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. We don't know because there are still 4 eggs that have not hatched. All we know is that 5 eggs have hatched. Leaving now, hopefully they'll be back before it's off. Bye, Mary Grace. Drive safely and have a good rest of your day if you don't make it back. Michelina, it's okay. Sometimes small pets die. I found 3 kittens one night, but only 1 survived. It was 2 4-week kittens and 1 neonatal kitten, only 1 day old. Only 1 4-week kitten made it after a week. Oh my goodness, what were 3 kittens of different ages doing in a pile outside? It's awful. People just leave kittens. Kittens and puppies. I don't understand. They're just so cute. I feel like that must be very, I don't know, I just can't imagine it. They're just so cute. Imagine seeing kittens and being like, well, we can't keep these. So sad. Oh god, they're so cute. What are you doing stepping on your sister, brother, sibling? Oh my god, they're so cute, you guys. Hey there, Caroline. Good afternoon. Nice to see you. And thank you for becoming a patron. I can tell because your name is very unique and I had to type it out earlier today. So I remember that you are a patron. So thank you for being a patron, Carolyn. Carolyn, you let me know which way. So for the, I don't know what meals I got. I got 2 that were fish, 1 that was chicken, and 1 that was beef, I think. I found the ones that were fish because I like fish. And I didn't get a shrimp one this time. I got a shrimp one for the 2nd week. If I end up liking it, then I'll order for the 2nd week. But there was a type of fish that wasn't salmon, like a white fish. And it was like going to be a pan-seared, so I was like, I like that. I tried to get ones that had cool side dishes because I can make meat, like I can make the main part of a meal easy peasy. And I can also, but I don't get a lot of inspiration for side dishes. My brain just doesn't care. It's just like, oh, sauteed vegetables, good. That's what a side dish is for me. Just onions and garlic and butter in a pan and then add whatever vegetables are in the fridge to that, and that's a side dish. But I want to have like, I don't know, like I want to put dill into my food and oregano, you know what I mean? I want to like do things that are like a specific dish. I want to try and make specific dishes rather than just like, I can cook food if you give me ingredients. I want to like cook a specific thing, you know? Frida. Chickens! Hey Frida, yes, have you changed to summertime? Yes, it is summertime. Last night the sun didn't go down until like 8 o'clock at night. It was like 7:40 and Alex was putting the chickens away, which was glorious. Possibly, hold on. I made tuna steaks last night. Ooh, fun. I don't think I've ever had tuna cooked not as tuna in a can, honestly. I don't think I've ever had like a tuna steak. I've had tuna in sushi, like raw tuna. I've had raw, like sashimi, tuna sushi, tuna maki, tuna from a can. I don't think I've ever had like a hot tuna, like a hot steak of tuna. I don't think I've ever had hot tuna. Is it good? Is that something I should, well obviously you made it for dinner last night, so it's gotta be good. You wouldn't eat gross fish, because fish is expensive, so if you're eating it, then you must like it. That's my theory, because fish is expensive. And delicious, which is probably why I also picked it on the good, I keep thinking make food, good food. No, not Uber Eats. HelloFresh. I'll never remember it. I'm a good person to sponsor. I don't know who you are. But anyway, I picked fish because I love fish, and fish is usually expensive here, so to be able to get it already discounted and then more discounted, and I get to try fish that I have not yet cooked, I'm into it. But it wasn't tuna, it was like, maybe it was sea bream. I don't like tuna hot. See, when I think of tuna hot, I think of tuna from a can heated up, which I will, I have done that, like in a stir fry. I'll put tuna in a can into like a pasta stir fry. Crap, I had such a bad cramp day, so I'm really happy to talk to you all. Frida, I'm glad you're happy to be here. I'm sorry that you had a crappy day, but I'm glad you're here too. That's why you're so early here. It's only 2 weeks before. Oh, that's why the change. Oh, I see the question. It didn't make sense to me. I was like, yeah, it's summertime. I see now, because the time change means that I'm actually here at a different time. I apologize to those of you who were waiting. If you were waiting for me to be earlier than I was, I apologize. But yes, the time changed for us. I've had braised tuna. It was yummy. It was nothing like the can. See, I feel like that makes sense, because I've had like canned salmon, and it is not the same as salmon when I cook it. It's good. It's fine. Like I've made like tuna sandwiches except with salmon instead of tuna, but salmon sandwiches doesn't sound right. I've made tuna salad sandwiches, but swap the tuna for canned salmon, and it's delicious, but it's not like salmon. So I imagine tuna would be delicious because I like tuna in a can. So does it taste anything like it though? Because tuna in a can has such a specific flavor, you know? Tuna is good. They can be very large, kind of intimidating from restaurants' experience. Well, hopefully one of the fish dishes that I picked was tuna, but I don't think it was. I think I did sea bream and some other saute thing. Caroline, it will be tomorrow. I ran out of the good pain meds. Oh, sorry. Oh, wow, that was horrible. I bet. Lulu Moon. Seared ahi tuna is the best. Seared ahi tuna. I feel like the word seared makes food more delicious. Just like barbecued. If you say, I'm having pork chops. I'm having barbecued pork chops. Fancy, you know? It adds an extra layer of flavors. I'd love to try some of the tuna tartare seared tuna that I've seen on cooking channels. I feel like I've seen beef tartare before, and it gives me the heebie-jeebies. Isn't that just eating raw beef? And I know you can, like, legally or safely or whatever, but like, I don't know. I don't know. Give me a rare steak, no problem. Give me just a piece of meat. I don't know about that. Who doesn't love braised foods, David? By the way, hello, David. Braised food, aka slow-cooked, tasty things. Smoked food. Ooh, I love food. Did anyone know that I love food? My mom actually sent me home with a jar of cabbage roll soup, which is basically cabbage rolls, but in a somehow stewy sort of soup form. Delightful. And that is what I'm going to be eating this afternoon. I've grown up by the sea. I've always had great fish. Ugh. I live near a lake, but our lake is like probably poison. Lake Ontario. I'm sure there's areas that are fine to eat from, but definitely not anywhere near where I live. I love food too. Oh my god, we have so much in common, Rebecca. Gotta do a blood test. Sugar level feels low. Sounds good, Helen. Safety first. Sushi is raw fish. Yes, it's raw fish, not raw meat. It's different. Fish is not the same. I know they're both meat, but not the same. It's not beef. David, I don't believe in that sort of cooking. Right, the takes all day cooking. Amazing, although next time I'll use less salt. Yes, because salt gets more as it, wow, science, Laura. As the liquid evaporates, you end up with a saltier situation than you thought you were going to have. Not all sushi is raw fish. I think sushi is raw fish. I think maki is not raw fish, isn't it? No, sashimi is raw fish. I don't know. I don't know what the actual words mean. I just know when I order sushi, it's usually in a roll, and some of it is fish. Most of it is salmon. Tuna or shrimp is always cooked, though, whenever I order sushi. If there's shrimp in it, like in my shrimp tempura rolls, or my dynamite rolls, or my red dragon rolls. Ugh! Give me all the tempura! Now I want sushi really bad. I think Frida was referring to my statement about the acid dressing cooking meat in a tartare. Oh, I missed that, obviously. I'm having nothing right now. I have to go to the shop with my dad today, but we have guests right now. I'm so hungry. I'm sorry. That's frustrating. Why do you have guests? There's a pandemic. Send them away. Tell your parents to send the guests away. Don't do that. But also stay far away from them. David, my friend kept on putting lemon on fish and then baked it and couldn't figure out why it was blech. Because the lemon made it blech. Too much lemon. Also, I love that you spelled out blech. I'm craving something with vegan cheese. Might make pesto pasta later. That sounds delightful. I think that I want pasta too. I think I would like some pasta. My mom sent us home with this cake yesterday that was like a blueberry cake with some kind of custard in it and then meringue on top, and it's like baked and it was so tasty. But I want bow tie pasta. I just want like butter and garlic and salt and pepper on bow tie pasta with a handful of shrimp in it because yum. Oh, one of the things I ordered was shrimp scampi on the food app. Not app, food. Make food. Uber Eats, not Uber Eats. HelloFresh. HelloFresh. It literally, make food is the first word that my brain puts in. Is make food one of those boxes? It must be, because why is my brain coming up with that? You can over marinate fish as well as poultry and other meats. Why do we only call it meat if it comes from a mammal? Don't know. Seems to be just something that I do. I don't know if I feel like that's everyone though, right? Like when you had like meat and alternatives on the Canada Food Guide. Oh, I saw someone say they came in from Winnipeg. Did I say hello to you? Hi, from other parts of Canada, fellow Canuck. Nice to have you here. Sorry I didn't greet you. I did see your message. I love pasta. That's partly why I made the pasta salad. Yeah, just so that you could call it a salad. It's not a salad, Rebecca. Pasta salad is not a salad. Egg salad is not a salad. Salad is supposed to be vegetables. When you start adding deliciousness to it, like, oh God, don't get me wrong. I love pasta salad, but like, is it a salad? Is it really a salad? I don't know. It's a cold pasta dish. That's what it is. Delicious, but not a salad. Although, strictly speaking, shrimp scampi is redundant, like pin number of SAT test. Pin number of SAT test. Hi there, Bang! I'm not a big fan of pasta salad. I love pasta salad with some feta cheese, some olives, some chopped up red pepper, lots of tasty things. If you've like got nothing going on and you want to eat shrimp that day, you could add shrimp to your, just give me shrimp on everything. Is that what's happening? May I see a chicken? Frida, indeed you may. Let me finish my row. Is that all right with you? Because it's hard for me to put this down and then pick it up. It's easier to finish a row. But I am getting more confident looking away from it, which is convenient because then I can talk to you guys a little bit easier. Where are your baby chickens, Bang? They are in the brooder right next to me. I set up the brooder in a way that was actually not smart. I thought that I was doing something intelligent, but now I see that all of the babies are currently underneath of this lamp right here, which means you can't see them. That was not a great setup. I'll have to fix that setup so you can see them better. But once I finish this row, I will show you them. Baby chickens, I know, Caroline, they're so cute and so fluffy. Alex and I have just been sitting in here staring at them. Yesterday we were watch listening to Outlander because I was knitting, sitting with a chicken in my lap, and Alex was sitting on the floor just staring at the terrarium, and we did that for like 2 hours. Watch listened to Outlander while we enjoyed the fact that there are chickens in our lives. You will get better at looking away. I can read the text of a movie while I knit. Oh, cool. Okay, good. I think pasta is a vehicle for sauce and meat and cheese. That's a fact. It's the best vehicle. It's like the Tesla of vehicles to get cheese and meat into my gullet. I haven't seen every live stream. What was the outcome of your foster application with the pet rescue organization? So the outcome was, obviously we did not end up getting the dogs. The outcome was, since Thunder doesn't get his vaccinations till May, he is not eligible, or we are not eligible to adopt or foster until then, because our previous vet, the one that was out in the country, he didn't give us paperwork receipts. He just kept everything hard copy in the office. So even though Thunder did get his vaccinations last year, we don't have proof because we don't have the receipt for it. So when they tried to contact that vet, he is not responding. He doesn't answer because he's taken a sabbatical hiatus. He went to support a family member right now, so he isn't going to be being a vet for a year. So he won't be back till November. They can't get the documents. There's nobody in his office. I don't understand it, but we can't get a hold of him. So even though they called our previous vet in Toronto and they confirmed that Thunder had had his vaccinations that year, they can't give a dog to a family that doesn't have confirmed vaccinations for their animals. So I understand it, but I wasn't willing to, I did ask if that was what they wanted me to do. I said, do you want us to get Thunder vaccinated early? Usually we get him done every year in May, just because the first year when we got Thunder, it was May. So that's when he first got vaccinated. So we just kept up with that every year. We can go earlier if that's the only way to like be approved. And then they were kind of like, yeah, just wait until May. And then Alex and I talked about it, and we were like, yeah, why would we change our vet appointment to a different time than we normally do it? But after May, we will be back on the, like, they've gone through all of our references, they called all of our references, and they called our 2 previous vets, but she said they couldn't get a confirmation of Thunder's vaccination, so they just need that. Otherwise, we are approved. So we are conditionally disapproved. As soon as Thunder's vaccinations have paperwork to go with them, then we will be approved. Oh, you can see a baby? Ooh, ooh, little ooh-woos, little chickies. Sounds like me when I'm crampy, free to no appetite. Oh, I'm not in a state to eat at all. I've had a few bites of cereal, some potato curls, and a coffee, and 2 small cookies. Well, that's not ideal. Definitely not healthy. Speaking of not healthy, so COVID-19, Laura gained 19 pounds. I've gained 19 pounds. I weighed myself yesterday at my parents' house, and I mean, I'm not, like, not pleased, I must say. I'm not going to like starve myself or anything, but I'm like, oh my god, I'm trying to get married this summer and I put on 19 pounds since, like, I don't know, the last time I weighed myself, which is probably like before Christmas, and I was at my, like, I can't say I have a goal weight because that's not really true. It's more like my goal feeling. But I was feeling good at Christmas, and I'm 19 pounds more. Can you imagine? I gained, like, you know how they're saying like the COVID-15 or the COVID-19, the pounds? I literally did, which is great. Or it definitely does not show. That's actually not true. You see me all the time, so you may not see it. But if you go back like a year and look at my streams, please don't, because oh my god, it is significant. Again, I don't need you guys to like be like everything looks fine. Like, I don't need that. I'm comfortable in the fact that I gained weight. But now I need to do something about it before our wedding, which was not. I don't want to. But also I want to look skinny at our wedding, and I know that's not like, it's not that I want to look skinny because it's whatever. I want my pictures to look amazing, and I like how I look when my collarbones are visible. That being said, I cannot maintain that, obviously, because it was that way and now it is not. But I do feel like throughout the summer I'll get there, just because I'll be outside working outside more, so I just haven't exercised at all in like 6 months. So I know why it happened. It's because I've been eating whatever I want and not exercising, and that's pretty much how I gain weight. But ugh, I didn't realize that it was like 19 pounds. Yikes. I don't track my weight, but I know I've gained. I don't track my weight either, but I know what my average is. Like, I know generally my size in the last couple of years, and my parents have a scale at their house, so we went, whenever my sister comes home, we weigh ourselves because we're both body dysmorphic that way. I eat way too much sugar. I just eat way too much, that's all. I just snack all the time right now. I put on 20 pounds since I started at the co-op. Took me weeks to determine it was muscle. Well done, madam. I say that to everyone. I'm not being gender specific. It's just so you know. Well, actually I gained more, but I already lost a few pounds. Well done, Alex. That'll do, Frida. Yes, that'll do it. Michelina, I've also gained so much weight in the past few years. I even have stretch marks on my hips and under my knees. I have stretch marks under my knees, but that's just for a long time I've had those. Same with the ones on my hips and my boobs. I pretty much have had those since puberty. Never ever make changes that are intended to be temporary. Make lifestyle changes and the body changes will follow. Take the right actions and trust in the results. Well, here's the thing, David. I agree with you, but I don't like care about being thin. Like, it's not like lifestyle. Like, I don't need to change my lifestyle because I don't need to permanently remain that way. I really just want our wedding photos to look like chef's kiss. And I like the way that my body looks like in photos at a certain weight. I don't prefer myself at that weight, but in photos I like how I look at that weight, which is, I mean, I guess better than actually, like, I don't care to be thin. I just want to look thin in the photos from my wedding. That's all. But yeah, after that I'll probably just comfortably, like, I would say I'm a little bit overweight for my main weight, probably about 10 pounds overweight, but I want to look like a little less than that, so I'm gonna probably try and do 19. Do you mind if I ask why you want the photos to represent you in a way that is different from reality? Well, it's not necessarily different from reality. I am sometimes that weight. Usually, in the last 5 years, I've fluctuated within, I would say, 15 pounds up or down. And I'm comfortable with it. I just like the way I look at the one specific size. I don't mind the way I look. I like how I look now. Like I've got some nice thick parts that are great. I'm happy with them. I'm happy my boobs grow when I'm fat. Again, I'm not using the word fat in a derogatory way. For me, my body is bigger than it usually is. And it's not bad and I'm not unhappy by it. The way my body looks in a dress at like 100 and... I'm not even going to give an actual weight because that could be triggering for people. The way that my body looks at a certain weight, dresses just fall so nice. Not that they wouldn't right now, but I would have to pick a different style than I like. You know? Like, the style I want to wear looks good on my body at a certain size. Of course I could find something that looks baller on what my body looks like right now, but it's not the style I want to wear to my wedding. I have a style I want to wear to my wedding, and it looks the best on me at a certain size. So I think that's it. I think it's just that I want my photos to represent the way that I feel the absolute best version of my best self, which isn't me starving. It's just me, like, after working hard all summer, having a little tan, some freckles, collarbones visible. That's all. I don't think it's crazy. I think you're beautiful. Thank you. I think you'd be beautiful if you were a little thinner or a little fatter. Everyone fluctuates. Every beautiful woman or man is beautiful at any weight. Thank you. Sorry, let me finish. Did I finish a row and turn around? No, let me finish my row first, Frida. I'll get you a chicken in just 1 sec. I need to get outside and move. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. As long as I can just get outside again and move around and like eat more real food, then I'll be fine. It's not like it's going to be something that I'm going to like go hard on. Like I'm not like gonna be rocky this summer or anything. I'm just gonna like live my life and lose a little bit of weight. I'm not gonna like start counting calories or anything. That would make me unhealthy in my brain. My brain is pretty healthy regarding my weight now. I don't have any desire to starve myself to oblivion. I have a couple of little areas that I like when they're a little sharper. They're a little rounder right now and I just like them a little sharper. So I'll make them a little sharper so that I look the way that I want to look at my wedding. But don't get me wrong, I agree with you. I think I can look beautiful at any weight, and I can make myself confident in any weight. I'm so far, anyway. But yeah, that's my plan anyway. I know a lot about weight. I used to weigh 450. Well, wow. I've been low as 167 when I was sick a few months ago. Jeez Louise. I think 176 is my highest as an adult, and 119 is my lowest as an adult. And 119 would probably kill me nowadays. I don't think my body could function at 119. 176, I think that would be too much for me at this time as well. Like that was me at my very biggest, and I had like no offense meant here, but I had jugs. Like I had huge boobs, and they were hot and everything. My fingers swelled up when it was hot outside. I got tired so easily. My skin would get so red anytime I got like a little bit out of breath. That's just, for me, it was 176 is too much for my body. It like put my body through things to be 176 pounds. And I know that because when I went down to like 140 from 176, I was like, I can't even imagine carrying around a bag of flour, like a 30-pound bag of something right now. I can't imagine. So I don't think I'll ever go that end of the scale again, but 119 would probably be like, I would have to be very depressed to get there. How tall are you, Laura? I'm 5'7", 5'7". I don't know how many centimeters. And Frida, I don't know how much I weigh in kilograms. The only time I ever weighed myself in kilograms was for the rowing team, because you had to be between X and X kilograms. Same Frida, I'm so confused right now. I'm sorry, Caroline. I spent years and years and regardless of what anyone thinks of the 12-step, I did learn a lot of healthier ways to think. Yeah, well, I don't know. I think that support is the best thing. And if you're going to a 12-step thing, then you're getting support. So whatever the method of support, I feel like if you have people supporting you, it's better for your brain. What are you making, Laura? Hopefully a sweater, V. My hope is that it'll be a sweater. I'll show you it in a minute. I'm just going to finish my row and then I'll show you it and I'll get some chicks to show you as well. I feel like, for me anyway, that my metabolism is high enough that by walking around in yeah, exactly. That's me too, Melanie. As long as I'm not completely sedentary, I'm okay. Although during these pandemic times, I've been eating a crap ton of food because I'm stuck at home literally all the time, and it's been winter, so I've been sitting inside. I've just been sitting inside snacking and doing zero socializing and zero physical exertion. So now that it's spring, I'm sure that will turn around. But at the same time, like, what? How did I gain 19 pounds and literally not even know? Nice colors, thank you. All naturally dyed with onion skins. I've done Weight Watchers on and off. It's a weird sect, but if you can ignore that, it really works. There you go. Hey everyone, hey AJ, good afternoon. And I only have half of a thyroid, so it could be part of the problem. I haven't had it tested in years. You should get it tested then. You're reminding me that I intended to start taking a walk every day. It's so easy for me to sit in my chair watching YouTube and crocheting all day. That's a fact. It is very easy to do that. Just getting up to have snacks, literally. That's a problem that I am in. And when it's cold outside, it's even easier to be like, well, it's just so miserable out. I'll do it tomorrow. No, you won't, Laura. No, you won't. So my exercise is taking care of the animals. That's the only exercise. I need to get more animals, therefore I will have more exercise to do. I think that makes sense, right? More like, thanks, Google. With any of those diet clubs, you need to take what you like and leave the rest. Yes. I feel like that's with any diet. You have to be like, if it's like, don't eat any sugar, it's like, okay. Don't eat a lot of sugar. Just take what you need and leave the rest. Okay, here's my knitting. I'm working on it. It's getting bigger. I'm not purling yet. I'm still just doing the one stitch, no purling yet. Have you heard of Tunisian crochet? Indeed I have, and I've done it as well. I've done it for dishcloths. It makes a really good dishcloth. Yep, more animals. We have 3 dogs that have to be walked twice a day. There you go. Smart. See, that's what I've got to do. David, I want a dog so bad, but I've never had that kind of responsibility. It's the best. Did you switch colors, Laura? Yes, I ran out of one color, so I just switched from the yellow to the, like, this is mordanted with alum and color modified with wood ash. This is mordanted with alum and color modified with iron. So 2 different color tones from the same ingredients though. But yeah, eventually it'll be a big rectangle and then I'll sew it together and it'll be a beautiful, weird little sweater. I always have trouble with Tunisian. I always drop stitches, probably by pulling through too many loops on the return pass. I've done that where I've pulled through too many or missed a loop and then it like falls through. It looks nice. Love the yellow. Me too. I actually prefer the yellow. Okay, now let's see some baby chicks, huh? Hey, Screamer. You want to come show everybody how cute you are? Hi, babies. Hi, kids. Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi. Come here. Hi. Hello. My little Juniper. Come here. Come here, you little silly goose. Ooh, hold on. This is our firstborn. Her name is Juniper. Ooh, you trying to fly already? That's early. Hi, Juniper. Hi. You're so small. Yeah. Isn't she sweet? There. Come here. Oh, hello. Nice to see you too. Hi. Oh, what are you doing over there? Come here. Come here. Okay, so here's fun. Hi. That's nice. You just chilling? Oh, somebody's tired. Look at this tired baby. Oh, hello. Okay, so here's what's happening. Let me get a hold of them first, because I don't want to stress them out too much. Hi. Let's get that wing out, huh? Yeah, you hold that out. I know. There's, okay, good girl. Oh, jeez Louise, scare the daylights out of me. Okay, so these two are from the same mom and the same dad. This is how I'm telling that they're girls and boys. Okay, can you, let's see if you can see the difference. Okay, do you see on this wing how the feathers come out really far? There's like 2 layers of feathers. These big ones. On this one, there aren't any. They're just not the same. They were born at the same time. But you can see there's a difference between the 2 wings. This is a girl. This is a boy. So girls have the primary feathers earlier than the boys. Girls, boys. Also, yes, the perfect feets, actually. Girl, boy. So the boy, we're recognizing him. He has a little red dot on his nose. The girl does not. Also, if you look closely, hey girlies, their little wattles go the different directions. Hi. What are you doing? Yeah? Anyway, so these ones, girl, boy. Hi. Hi. Yes, you're so sweet. And then we have Screamer. We haven't named her yet. Maybe this will be Tiger Lily. Look at how sweet she is. Hi. 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 Yeah, you're a Screamer. And then you see her wing. I know. She's our Screamer. Yes, you can go back. It's okay. You're safe. It's okay. Everything's okay. Hi. Oh, yes, you like movement now, huh? Your eyesight gets so good so fast. Anywho, it's so beautiful, aren't they, though? I know, they're so sweet. Oh, that event of me picking them up is going to be enough for all of them to take a nap now. Caroline, do they have names? Some of them do. How many girls and how many boys? So unclear, for sure 1 boy, that's all. Willa's home with the good payments. Oh good, I'm glad. Melanie, oh my goodness, aren't they adorable? I know. It's like, do they have names? So Carolyn, so they do. If you bring all your fingers together and then peck, hold on. If you bring your fingers together and then peck on the ground, I don't know how to explain properly, they would come running towards you. Oh yeah, like that? Yeah, totally. They do. They come out and they come whenever I put my hand in like this and they'll jump into my hand. So we don't know how many boys yet, but pretty certain 1. Definitely 1. I'm gonna say definitely. I feel like I can be confident, and then if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Worked out with the cat, right? But yes, for sure, I'm pretty sure we have 1 boy and 1 girl. Anyway, for sure we have 1 boy and 1 girl, because the 2 yellow ones are both from the same mom and same dad, so for them to look different is unlikely, because they're leghorn, like that's just what they are. They should look the same if they're both the same. But we will have to see. We'll have to wait a little while until they actually start showing their secondary sex characteristics or whatnot. No one is allowed to leave the flock now. Yeah, pretty much. No, but Alex said if we just get 1 rooster, we can keep them. But our neighbors, like I said, are looking for chickens. So if we get a rooster, or if we get a couple of roosters, they can have 1 rooster and my parents can have 1. So hopefully we only have 3 boys. Maximum 3 boys, please. If all the rest could be girls, that'd be great. If not, then we will find a home for him, but hopefully we don't have to worry about that if we just have 3 of them. But we'll come to that when we come to it. Currently they just sit underneath either their little heat lamp for naps, or they walk around the wood chips, drink and eat. They're doing very well. So the 2 yellow chicks, Melanie, are from Daisy and Fern. At least I believe Daisy and Fern. It could be Fern and Fern or Daisy and Daisy, but it doesn't really matter because Fern and Daisy are probably clones. Like they're white leghorns from a factory farm. They're basic egg-laying chickens. So they should come out the same, and those moms are unclear which one it is, but we'll find out once they get a little bit bigger if there's any difference. Maybe we'll know. But so those two came from the white leghorns, and then we have 3 babies that came from sunflower. So right now, the only 2 moms that happened, Carolyn, maybe a little bit far for a rooster to ship, but the other mom is sunflower. So white silver-laced Wyandotte mixed with an Easter egger, and then white leghorn mixed with an Easter egger. Those are the 2 moms right now. However, the blue egg being laid by Marshmallow is currently hatching, and a brown egg laid by Clover is currently hatching. We also have 2 eggs left laid by Clementine, I had to think about it, and those are black copper Moran eggs mixed with an Easter egger, but those have not shown any signs of hatching yet, so I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. But I have also put into the incubator, I've put in eggs from Diane, because I really want another Australorp, and if I can get a black Australorp chicken that lays blue eggs, I will be so happy. And by blue, she'll probably lay dark green, but still. I want one of Diane's babies. So Australorp, and then I also mixed olive or violet. Either olive or violet, now I can't remember. Olive and violet, and more of Marshmallow's eggs. So in 20 days from now, we're gonna have hopefully a few more chicks. And then we'll have 2 groups of chicks to raise out for the summer. I'll end up putting them together once they're all roughly the same size, but hopefully we'll have 10 more chickens to add to the flock, which would be great. It'd be so fun having more babies around. So exciting. Can't wait to see the eggs that the Easter egger mixed chicks lay. Me too! I can't wait to see what Marshmallow, who is an Easter egger, I want to see what because her eggs are so beautiful. Like, I'm going to show you the egg that that hasn't started hatching yet, because I don't want to disturb the one that is hatching. Hi. It turned green after incubating. Hold on. Hold on a sec. I think there's still a live baby in here. That's great. Sorry, I was just trying to see if I could feel the baby. I think there's still a baby in here. Anyway, this one is like, it's blue-green. Like, I'm gonna show you one of the fresh ones that I just put into the incubator, and this is what it looked like after the 21 days. It's bizarre, the color change. These were the exact same color, okay? When they went into the incubator at the beginning, this one was this color. Do you see? It's like, I know it looks white, but it's honestly like quite blue. And now, after 21 days, it's this color. So that's weird. But they're from, this is the same mom. These are the same, look at the difference in color. I don't know how that happened, but that's what happened. So the eggs that she lays are actually this blue colored. I have to just be, hi, nice to see you too. Good morning. Hello, little one. Come on out whenever you're ready. 1 sec, I gotta go put this one back into the incubator. Hi. Hello, girls, hopefully. Okay. Could you share the eggs for your mom's baked goods or let her sell your chicken eggs? Oh yes, I give my mom eggs for baking already. That is already a thing. For selling on the farm, we're gonna start selling them here. Actually, that might be a good thing to do right now. If I can finish this row, I'm gonna take a break from knitting to do my peeling. I have eggs to peel. Although, I hope that doesn't freak any of you out that I've got babies on one side and hard-boiled eggs on the other. Farm life! But also, hi Dawn. My granddaughter would go nuts over your babies. Well, that makes two of us because I am going nuts over these babies all the time. And I wish I could invite people over to see them. Like, I'm trying to like tell my family about them and they're like, oh, I wish we could come see them. And I'm like, literally same. I love sharing the joy of animals with people. So like, I'm happy to do the dirty work and take care of them. But I still, like, if I had goats, you know what I mean? I would want people to come over when the babies came. Like, I want other people to see how sweet the good parts are. I'm happy to handle the hard parts and just share the sweet parts because animals are so fun. They're such a good energy. They're so good for your soul, I think. At least I think. I think animals are good for your soul. Do you ever think of decorating the eggs, like the ceramic ones? Do you ever think of decorating the eggs? I haven't, but what do you mean when you say decorating them? Like preserving them somehow, like emptying the shell and then decorating what's left of the egg? Or like for Easter, you mean? Wouldn't that be interesting to do Easter egg coloring, but with the colored eggs? Like see what a blue egg looks like when you dye it with red egg dye? Will you get a purple egg? Right? I love when people come over to say hi to Millicent, right? It's like, here, yes, please enjoy. You're right. My dog is the best dog. So love on them. Craft idea, paint on Easter egg or eggs with natural dye. Oh, okay. Yep. So there's the rest of that idea. That's actually a good idea. An Easter idea. Here are my Easter egg or eggs. And here are a bunch of natural dyes that we're going to make. That sounds like a fun thing to do. When's Easter again? I could probably do a video by then. Envy, yes. That would be kind of fun. Okay, I'm almost done my row. I'm gonna go get my eggs for peeling and you guys can hang out with me while I peel some eggs and just don't be grossed out by it. But I have work to do on them because I'm doing some pickled eggs that I still haven't done because I didn't want to peel the eggs. Oh, hello! Good morning, everyone! Good morning! Come here. Hey, look. Hi. Do you guys see them? You guys are like little mouses. You little mouse? You little mouse? What's your name gonna be, huh? Hello. Aren't they so cute? Ooh, careful. Don't go jumping. Don't want to hurt ya. All right, 1 second. I'm just gonna go grab my literal bucket of eggs. Look at all of these eggs. Hard boiled, ready for peeling. And yes, I'm aware it's a lot of eggs, but I'm going to do pickled eggs and I'm going to do them for some of my family. How are we going to do this? The good ones will go in there, the shells and the old ones will go in here. I think that's what we'll do. So happy I got to see the chicks. Great day, everyone. You too, Lulu Moon. Have a good rest of your day. I love watching the pure joy on your face when you pick them up. I can't help it. They're so cute. And they're so little. And they're going to get big and they're going to turn into chickens and then they're going to lay eggs. How crazy is that? It's bizarre to me. Easter is the first Sunday in April this year. Thank you, David. The day after my 40th birthday. I just did 15 last night. I had to buy 30 at the store. And yo, hi, been here a bit. Love the chickies. Candice, why did you go buy them at the store? You need to just come here and get some eggs because I'm literally hard boiling 30 eggs because, this is more than 30 eggs because I have a lot of eggs. I also sent my sister's doing some family stuff and she's here. I sent her with 18 eggs to cook and eat this week. Because I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them all right now. This is what I'm doing. Water in the pot to rinse the last little shells. I figure I'll just do my rough peel now and then I'll do that part later. The final pick, because there's going to be a bunch of eggs that I can't use for pickling, like the one I'm doing right now, because the egg is so fresh that the shell sticks to the membrane and then rips the egg, so it's not a pretty, like that won't work for a pickled egg because it's ugly, but that'll work for egg salad. So there's going to be like a 2-step process here anyway for me. I think I'm coming there Wednesday, I'll let you know. Wednesday is the 17th. Cool, should be good. Yeah, let me know. Did the water, yes, you're right though about I should have water in the pot for that, but I'm gonna clean it. Weren't we talking about pickled eggs the last time I visited? Is this a new batch? No, this is the same batch. I boiled those eggs and they've just been sitting in the fridge because I tried peeling them and they were so fresh that the eggs can't be peeled, so I had to leave them in the fridge for a couple of days just to get the eggshell able to come off without ruining the eggs. So I didn't want to peel like 30 eggs and only get 10 that were pickleable. So no, I didn't end up pickling them. Instead, I spent all of Saturday night sitting with Alex watching Outlander and knitting. So what's everyone else up to, by the way? And who has not clicked the like button on this stream yet? Because if you haven't, could you just take a quick sec and click that like button? I'd really appreciate. But also, what are you all up to today / this week? I have to film a video still this week. I haven't even started filming a video for this week. I've been so ahead of the game. Then these chickies came. All bets are off because now I want to stare at baby animals all day. They're literally napping. That event of you guys seeing them was enough for them to need a nap again. They're so cute. I like how self-sufficient they are though. Like, yeah, they need me to provide them food, but they'll eat it on their own. It's not like I need to do anything. They just know what to do. How do you pickle eggs? Helen, that's a very good question. One that I have not yet been able to answer because I have not ever made them before. From what I understand, I'm going to create a brine, much like with a dill pickle. Everything else is canceled. Very good, Frida. I'm pretty sure I'm making a brine, salt and sugar and vinegar and pepper and some other spices. And then I'm going to pour that broth over top of the eggs, I think. That's what I'm hoping. I mean, I'm going to Google it beforehand and get a recipe. I'm not going to follow it, but I'm going to get at least the science information right so that I don't kill us with botulism or something. But yeah, I really like coming here. I spend so much time networking in other people's lives to push my own channel, but here I feel like we're just sitting around chatting. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It's a chill atmosphere. I like it because, like, my YouTube channel, I am trying to grow it, but this is not really, yes, it's on my YouTube channel, but you know what I mean? It's not really part of it. It's like hanging out with friends, talking to you about my life, and then having you as friends help me work on the channel. You know what I mean? It's not like, I don't know. I like it. I like it too. It's a good energy. It refreshes me. It's also nice to be able to bounce ideas off of everybody and just sort of see what's up. Excuse me. Oh my god, recently I found out that when they make that detergent in my city, I found, what detergent? Sorry. Just got my True Earth laundry stuff in the mail today. Gonna give it a shot and see if it works well. Ooh, cool. Are they sponsoring people? Will they sponsor me? Need to get sponsorships, people. How am I supposed to do that? I tried that last year for like a week and then I was like, no, this is too much energy that I'm exerting trying to find someone who wants to give me money. But I probably should do that. To be a real live YouTuber, don't you have to have sponsors? I'm working on my eye cords right now for a kimono style shawl. Cool. Posted it. Very interesting. A kimono style shawl. I feel like I need to do Outlander inspired crochet now. Scrappy posted this link and it was so dangerous for me. I clicked this link and it was to all of these crochet and knit patterns for Outlander. Thank you for that, Scrappy. However, also, I spent like way too much time being like, do I need, how many overcoats from the Scottish Highlands do I need? Probably a lot, but how many really? And it was me being like, I could use this shawl. How many shawls does one person need, you know? Oh my god, I hate when this happens. Why will you just not peel off well? I've sacrificed this egg. I wipe my hands clean of it. As many as it takes. Melanie, 10? 10 is the right amount? Yeah, I think like 2, maybe 3. I'm on Dawn's page here. I don't think I need more than like 3 shawls. I think 3 shawls will cover all of the times I need shawls. No plastic jugs, just a piece or sheet you put in that totally dissolves. That sounds nice. I feel like that's how it should always have been, but you know, it's fine that we have these huge jugs of detergent that are mostly water. I'm leaving. Oh, sounds good, Wilma. Have a good rest of your day. Bye, everybody. Sounds good. So, now that I'm a mom, oh my god, when they lie out on their side and stretch their legs out, it's the cutest thing. Like when they're warm and they're just like warming up their feet, it's so cute. I can't wait for you guys to see them grow. They're gonna be so cute for their whole lives, and you guys get to see maybe 12. No matter how many items I have, I'll only ever wear 5-ish. Yeah, in rotation at one time, totally. You know what I did last year, which actually was like a really useful thing? Put away some of them. Like put them in a storage container and label it like winter, and then you can do your rotation and end up with like feeling fresh, you know? My detergent comes in cardboard boxes. How? Is your detergent solid, not liquid? Ours comes in big plastic jugs that can't even be recycled usefully because it's like opaque plastic. Whoa, adulting? Yeah, for real though, Melanie. And then you end up being like, oh, I missed this handmade sweater, and then it's so exciting to wear it again. Also, then people think that you have a wardrobe, which is like fun because adults wardrobe, what's that? Okay, so far we prefer Clementine's eggs. They are the easiest to peel. Thank you, Clementine. Actually putting away things easily. I mean, I don't do that with my winter coat because we just have one front closet and we leave our stuff in the front closet. But I mean, you could try it. You could try putting stuff away seasonally, see what happens. Maybe you'll end up being like, wow, I have a really cool wardrobe. But really, when you're wearing it all the time, you don't get to enjoy how cool it really is. I also bought the sheets. I feel like it's so much better for the environment. I mean, probably. I don't know. Pretty much everything that we do is bad for the environment. Not that that's a reason to not try to do better. Obviously, I'm on that team of do better, but also I'm just like, I hope that it's good. I hope it's good for the environment. I haven't watched the ad all the way through to be like, oh, they really are making their eco footprint less. I know they're not giving plastic out, which is great. Is it actually better for the environment in terms of the stuff that's in it? Probably. I don't know. I'm a pessimist sometimes. Maybe then I'll transcend to ultimate adult and be able to afford a mortgage. Oh my god, Melanie? No, that's not true, because I do the seasonal thing, and I absolutely am not a full adult who could afford a mortgage. But I wish you well. I hope that someday that you could be a real live adult who can afford a mortgage. Let's hope that for all of us. Maybe one day we can all afford a mortgage. Maybe one day literally cumulatively we'll all afford a mortgage, but like, what is owning property in the year 2021, really? It's a scam. You have to move somewhere into the desolate north in order to own property. No offense to those of you who live in the desolate north and do not consider it desolate. Liked and shared. Thanks, Dina. I'm so off schedule the last week or two. Sorry I haven't been around. I'm glad you're here now though, Dina. Thanks for coming. I've had mortgages. Meh. Well, David, maybe it's not the mortgage I want. It's the idea that no one will kick me out of my home. Like, that's not going to happen. But I mean, in general, the idea of renting means that someone else does have final authority over the place that I live, which in the short term is no big deal. In the long term, I mean, like, I don't know if I want to like do things to this house to make it better because it's like not mine, but also it's where I live and I want to live here for a long time. So I do want to make changes. You know what I mean? That's the part. I want to be able to knock down walls, you know? That's the part about owning that looks appetizing to me, is knocking down walls. The bank sure will if you don't pay the mortgage, fair. And the county will if you don't pay your taxes, fair. Frida, Melanie, I'm an adult. I have a mortgage and a lovely little red house in the forest. Aw. And half a lovely little red house. Let's buy a chateau like that YouTube lady in France. Let's. Not a chateau. Let's buy a farm so that we can bring the chickens. Frida, you're like my ultimate life goals. Forest, Sweden, art. I'll get there. Melanie, totally. I relate to that. Frida's just like, I'm just here making my beautiful things in the forest in Sweden. Yeah. And they're beautiful things. It's not just like it's good, they're pretty art things. I am on egg number, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm on egg number 13 right now. They're starting to get easier to peel. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Oh my god, everybody's napping. They're so sweet. I'm so happy that we live on a farm. I've always wanted to have chickens, like literally always, since I was a little girl. So the fact that they are not only here, but also I'm like on the next generation. I'm on my 2nd year of having chickens and I'm already doing what I hope to do like for the rest of my life, honestly. I hope that I will be able to keep chickens forever now, because I love it. I love the energy they bring to my home. Like warmers on my knitting needles. I've got 1 body piece of a sweater on my knitting needles. Maybe. Right now it's just a rectangle. Those are my favorite parts of my life too. I just have fair. Okay, fair. Well, it's a good thing you have some of those good things anyway. Oh, everybody's up from the nap. Welcome. Good morning, everyone. Time to get a little snack, a little drink of water maybe? Yeah, time for some water. Have to have water after every 5-minute nap. And then you have a little bit of food, a poop, and then you go back to your nap. I could live on a farm with you guys. Wouldn't that be fun? Hey, Maggie. Oh, did you find a little food there? Oh god, they're just so cute. This doesn't even feel like food right now. Peeling a whole bunch of eggs at one time does not feel like you're making food. Do we have chickies? Maggie, we do! We have 5 right now. 5 chickies now with 2 more hopefully on the way today or tomorrow. They're on their way out of the egg. I just hope they'll make it all the way out. But yes, we do, Maggie. And I will show them off again in a little while. I'm just peeling my hard-boiled eggs for my pickled eggs. So I'm currently occupido, but I will show you after. But yes, we do. Another classic movie you should look into, The Egg and I. There was a restaurant called The Egg and I in my town where I grew up. Is it a good movie? What's it about? It seems so calming. Being in nature calms my depression, mental illness like none other. That's a fact, Melanie. Remove all humans and I feel better? That's interesting. I'm an animal that's supposed to be completely socially dependent on other humans, and yet the only time that I feel like the world is actually aligned is when I'm nowhere near any of them. That makes sense. But it's also 100% a fact. And I feel like it's not a fact for just us. I feel like a lot of people must feel that way. It's just it feels transcendent. It doesn't feel like it feels so personal how quiet my soul is when I'm out there that I can't imagine that I'm the only one who feels that way, or I am a witch, like an actual magical being, which I don't actually think. Therefore, other people must have, there must be something, there's something true about the being away from people things. There's something like true in your soul about it, you know? Does that make sense? It makes sense to me, the introvert. Well, what's weird is that I'm like, I don't think I'm an introvert. I think I'm an extroverted introvert or an introverted extrovert. I'm something, like, I definitely am extroverted in the way I let my energy out, but I'm introverted in that I don't want to do it almost ever. Like, I don't want to interact with large groups of people, but I can be totally animated the whole time. And then I'm dead for 2 days. And ambivert, is that like I switch based on what works? Because when I'm in a group of people, I can turn it right on and I can be there and be, sometimes I can't, sometimes I get a panic attack, but like most of the time I'm okay. And then afterwards I doubt myself and I can't see people for days because I need to regain my like energy. I don't think we're supposed to be among so many people as in a city. We were probably supposed to be in family communities. Yeah, probably. groups of a couple hundred at most in like a large area. Basically, I'm supposed to go back in time in Outlander, but can Alex come with me? I'll just be a magical fairy witch who travels through to the olden days. I would actually be a witch though, right? Like if I went back to like 1700, I'd be a witch. I know too much. Plot summary from IMDb for The Egg and I. On their wedding night, Bob reveals to Betty that he has purchased an abandoned chicken farm. Betty struggles to adapt to their new rural lifestyle. That's like the opposite of Alex and I. No, we made the choice together. I just found this place. Everyone can feel it, but it seems people are so out of touch with the feeling of true presence and living in the moment. That's a fact. And whenever you feel like you've gotten to that place where you're so out of touch with the moment, that's when you get anxiety and depression. I said that so excitedly, but really in reality, it's not exciting. It's actually like the exact opposite of exciting. It's like the lack of feeling. Fred McMurray, Claudette Colbert, Marjorie Main, The Egg and I. If Alex would buy me an abandoned chicken farm, it would not be a struggle. There would be no struggle for this rural lifestyle. I should be the main actress in that movie. It would be a different plot though. It would be husband surprises wife with an abandoned chicken farm. They live happily ever after. That would be the plot. If it was my reality anyway. It's exciting to learn you can help yourself though, I can find. Yeah, it's very exciting to learn that. To realize that there's like things you can do to like make your symptoms stop. Like, oh, if I'm having an almost panic attack, I can go out into my forest, sit down for 20 minutes, and it goes away? That's magic. I think that's magic. Nature is magic. I mean, nature is magic. Like, I can't imagine anyone being like, there is no God, when you don't know that rainbows are caused by light. You know what I mean? I don't know, a really scary thunderstorm just happened, and now there's a rainbow. It sure seems pretty witchcrafty to me. If I have a lake, I'm so much calmer. That's Alex. If he's near a body of water, he's way calmer. Hold on, someone's at the door. It's food. Very good. Wait a second. I can just breathe and I'll feel better? Wait, I can breathe while counting and then I won't faint from being so freaked out? Yes. Breathing? What? Right, like the first couple of times we did yoga, I was like, oh yeah, okay. Deep breathing, that's what's gonna cure me. And now I'm like, oh, deep breathing's actually like really helpful. People are exhausting, that's a fact, Maggie. I work at Joanne's. Oh gosh, lots of people then. I'm dead mentally and physically. Well, I'm sorry that you have to be emotionally and physically just bombarded with humanity. But at least it's at Joanne's, you know? I think people who say there is no God really mean there is no magical sky daddy, not the same thing. Yeah, there is no magical sky daddy. Magical sky daddy. I love the word sky daddy for God. I disagree that there is a magical sky daddy. I do agree that there is something that connects people. And there is some more things than we understand. I don't think it's an individual entity. I don't think it is a sentient thing. I don't think it's an individual. I think it's like whatever a god or whatever thing you think there is. I think currently in my vast knowledge of the cosmos is that I think that people are all connected by some magical thing, whatever it is, but I don't think it's like a person. I don't think it's like whatever we are. I don't think it's anything like that. So like when people are like, oh, I can talk to God, I just don't think that would ever, the way the vast expanse of magicalness that would need to be involved for it to be an individual like leader of life, I just don't think they'd be super interested in our cause. You know? Like, I think that we would be so insignificant if it was an actual individual that created everything. I just think we would be so... It'd be very weird to create all of this just for us and then never interact with us. It just does, I don't know. As long as people have been around, they've invented divinity in their own image in order to understand things. Yeah, I just don't think it would ever be in our understanding. I don't think it would ever be in our image. That's me. I mean, I just don't think our image is the best image. I mean, like, women die in childbirth. And there are, like, many illnesses that kill people really easily. You know? I don't know. I just feel like our image, although great, don't get me wrong, out of all the things that I could be, I'm pretty happy to be human. That sounds like a super option out of all the options that you could ever be. I'll most likely die of old age or illness. I probably won't die by being eaten by a wild animal. You know what I mean? Like, that sounds pretty good. Society, I'm here for it. But I just can't imagine that we're the apex thing of all that there ever is and was. It just seems like there are too many flaws in what it is to be human for us to be like the perfect thing in the image of someone else. We're just too imperfect to be considered the perfect thing, you know? I want to be a nature witch. Me too. I want to, like, but I don't want to, like, I don't feel, I like the word witch, but I don't want, I just want to make, like, herbal stuff and live in the forest, and I want to be what a witch would have been in the 1700s. Just somebody who knows a lot about plants and animals and nature. Just enjoys living out in the forest. I want to be a cottage witch. A whale sounds like a pretty good thing to be too. I mean, a whale, not anymore. They're bothered by ships and cruise ships, and they're being, like, tracked all the time, trying to find out where they have their babies. People still hunt them. I don't know, being a whale would probably be the second best thing because you're less likely to die from being eaten by things. But I still would pick human, I think. Hey there, Heather. Frida, you're a nature witch, silver and all. Agreed. You're in a cottage in the forest in Sweden making silver jewelry. That's pretty, as far as elves go and nature magical things. I think if you're not a witch, then you're either a fairy or an elf. I still want to travel back and forth through time and have Samantha Steven magic. Who's Samantha Steven? Sitting here watching you peel those eggs makes me want to go and boil 100 eggs and peel them. I mean, honestly, these eggs are not ideal for peeling. I really should have just, like, traded my mom for some, like, purchased eggs because these do not peel easily. Because they're just so fresh. These organic farm fresh eggs are so fresh that they're hard to peel. Well, boil some, Helen. Let's do pickled eggs together. I'm entering a jewelry... Frida is a Tinkerbell. Aww. I do hug the trees and talk to the lake. Important. I'm entering a jewelry exhibition on Instagram that's called The Battle of the Rings. Yesterday, during a semi-conscious nap, I knew what I was going to do. A semi-conscious nap. What are you going to do? Unless you can't tell us. Samantha Stevens from Bewitched. Oh, thank you, David. Dawn, yes, I'm totally okay with that. A little Tinkerbell. Aww. Well, I do believe in fairies. Also, if you have not watched Outlander, and if you have watched Outlander, what the heck was the end of season 1? What did I watch? I had literal nightmares last night. We watched the end of season 1 yesterday, and it wasn't a nightmare like a scary nightmare. It was a nightmare like I just had to relive watching the show again, and it was very graphically violent, the last episode of the season, in a way that I was like, whoa, they put that on TV? Whoa, that actor agreed to do that? Whoa! There was a lot of the end of the season 1 really threw me for a loop. I mean, I knew it was gonna happen, but whoa. I also didn't know they would film it all like that. Like, wow, they really committed to the scene. The scene is a very violent scene between two men, and it is just very, like, it was a lot to watch. Like, even I wonder if the actor himself was actually, like, shaken after the event. It was not what I was thinking was gonna happen. Yeah, my sister said the same, Frida. She was like, because I said to her, like, is there anything I should be excited or scared about coming on this thing? And she was like, I stopped watching it after I read the books. I decided not to keep going on the show because there's a very graphic part. And I was like, what's gonna happen? And she was like, do you really want to know? She told me this literally yesterday. And I was like, yeah. And she said, this event is going to happen. And I even said, like, yeah, I kind of saw that coming. The big dark event that's going to be shown. You can see it's going to happen. But the way they filmed it was really, really way worse than I would have thought. Like, way more than you would have had in a movie on, like, it was, I can't imagine that this played on a TV. I will give you a vague idea of what it was. I'm not going to describe it because it was very graphic, but it was the complete and violent attack of one man towards another one in a violent sexual nature. It's the worse than that. It was yeah, it was really bad. Hello everyone, how are the little chickens? Hey Jessica, the chickens are great. I am just mentioning Outlander and how it messed me up a little last night. Yeah, it was a lot, Dawn. It was a lot. It was a lot to watch. It was also, in TV shows, they give these very graphic, dark things, but they like the PTSD that would have come with that, I don't know that it would have just been okay a couple of days later. I just don't feel that he, like, and yes, he showed, oh, the darkness is in him now. He is so dark, but also he was pretty much okay. Like, he was pretty much okay a couple of days later, which to me felt like a little, it was very hard to see. Rebecca, agreed. It was very hard to see. It was very hard to watch and, like, yeah. Well, the PTSD is season 2. Great. Super. Well, we just started season 2, and they are in a new place. Cool, so the eggs that got gross and didn't peel well, I'll just squish that all together with my hands right now, which feels super gross. But then I'll just mix it into the chicken's food, and they will be so happy to eat these chicken shells and little bits of hard-boiled egg. They will be very happy to have that into their food later. I already fed them today, but I'll just give them this as a evening dessert. It's really gross, for those of you that didn't know. Yes, correct, David. I know what you mean. I don't think it was meant to belittle that fact. It wasn't on my end anyway. It wasn't. Definitely wasn't. It was very violent. It's really hard to explain. It contains silver, a ring worn 2 ways, a leather glove, gemstones, and is probably called double standards. Very good. I'll have to reread that once I put this away. I'm gonna go put this pot of seeds, shells, and stuff away where the chicken food lives. Sing me a song. Da 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 da. Okay, here's the eggs that survived the peeling. They're all gonna go into the fridge now. Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Up from your nap, huh? How was your naps? so cute. I missed what she said the current topic is when I came. What are we talking about? We were just having a little moment talking about Outlander and the dramas that have unfolded in there. Isn't there something you can do with the eggshells in your garden? Yes, but chickens also benefit from eggshells. They need calcium in their diet. People often add oyster shells, but I'm kind of like, why bother adding oyster shells? Calcium is inside the eggshell. Good morning. Meow wow. Meow wow. Meow wow. There's Peekaboo, she woke up. So you can read it again. Hold on. Thank you. It's really hard to explain. It contains silver, a ring worn 2 ways, a leather glove, gemstones, and it's probably called double standards. A ring, it contains silver, and it's a ring that's worn in 2 ways. PTSD, oh, hello, those are a lot of words. Outlander shows the horror. Yes, it does, indeed, it's a scary one. Anyway, we were talking about Outlander, but we don't have to talk about that if you're not into the conversation, friends. However, they make such cute noise. Good morning, everyone! You guys are so good at running now! Look at them drinking water! You're doing so good at being alive! I'm so proud of you. I love them. Hey there, Mandala! Oops. Almost lost a stitch there. Oh, they're so sweet. Run around a few minutes, sleep a few minutes, run around a few minutes, sleep a few minutes. Did you see my comment earlier about cracking the shells slightly and then submerging them in water? They were. That's how they were. I already shook. What I do is after I finish boiling the eggs, I wait for the water to cool down, dump out most of the water, David, and then I shake the pot that they're in and it cracks all of the eggs. So that was actually after a full day of them sitting in water in the fridge. So yes, I tried that. It didn't really help. It helped a little, I think. Wow, you're knitting. I'm super happy. I'm learning how to knit with needles. Me too! Trying. You're doing so good at still being alive. It's the type of encouragement I need. It's the encouragement I give to myself when I need encouragement. You're still here. You're here and you're doing it every day. Good job. You're doing really great at being alive, Melanie. Anywho, my fingers are a little bit numb right now. I just washed them with cold water, so it's harder for me I can't feel my tension very well right now. When my hands warm up, hopefully I'll speed up a little. My ring that I will hopefully send to the contest, it looks the way I envision, which it usually does not, but good anyway. Well, I hope so. What are you making? I'm planning on making a little sweater. I'm just practicing knitting, and in order to practice knitting, I needed a reason, so I'm gonna just keep knitting until this is a sweater. That's my plan anyway. Is the knitting getting easier? Yes, it's definitely getting easier. I can look away a little bit now and talk while I'm knitting. I don't have to like stare at my hands the whole time, which is good. But I'm still having issues with my pinkies. I can't easily knit without my pinkies holding on to my work, but my pinkies also get stiff. Like my pinkies start getting crampy pretty quick. So when I try to keep my pinkies out, it slows me down quite a lot because I don't have the same grip. We'll see, Mandela. I mean, who's to say? We'll see if it makes it to the point where it's a sweater. I made a hat with the other thing I knitted. Not sure where it is at this moment. I wore it yesterday though. It's cute. I'm hungry right now. I want toast. I wonder if I can convince Alex to make me a snack. Alex? Alex? Hello? Meow? I'll finish this row and then I'll ask him. You don't do what doesn't work for you. Yeah, but it's still hard. With my pinkies down, my fingers get cramped. So with my pinkies up, I don't have the grip. So I don't know what my happy medium is yet. I haven't found it. But I am going faster than I was when I started, and I'm feeling more confident with this way of holding the yarn, so that's good. I like this yarn holding method. It's faster. How I want to try, I made a hat. Ooh, I'm knitting to almost on the body of your raglan. Wow, that's awesome. I'm not there yet, like, at all. What? God, they're so cute. I think I'm able to do a square. That's what I can do right now, so that's what I'm gonna do. Laura, you probably need to develop weird finger muscles. Probably, yeah. That was quick. What was that sprinting for? They're so cute. I'm making an alpine stitch baby blanket in mandala dragon yarn. Cool. What's an alpine stitch look like? Some type of mountain? That's what alpine is in my head. I really love how you always get hungry and ask you something. Well, I'm doing something right now. What am I supposed to do? I'm busy. I make him snacks often too, just not during the live streams. Plus, he's good at making snacks. He's not good at making meals. I'm the meal maker. An inch more and then the ribbing for the bottom. Oh, that's awesome. That's so close, and then you just have to make it across Sleeve Island, and then everything will be awesome. The problem with me is that when I get to the point where I'm hungry, I actually feel like nauseous. Like I don't feel hungry, and then suddenly my hunger, instead of going like normal hunger feelings, I feel like I'm gonna puke. But there's no food to puke, so I feel super uneasy and nauseous, and that's where I'm at right now. I just feel very nauseous, which is not great. But I also feel nauseous, like I don't want to go stand up and go make myself something to eat because I waited too long, and now I feel like really yucky. So I'm gonna text Alex because he has his headphones on. Twinsy. Ditto. I get that too, Laura. Okay, cool, good. I'm glad I'm not alone, because right now I'm at the point where I don't think that I should go to the kitchen and make something, because I honestly feel quite pukey right now. Eat a boiled egg. I can't get to the kitchen. My stomach, like I'm literally very queasy right now. Like I can handle sitting down and chatting, but I think if I stood up, like I can feel I'm at risk of that feeling right now. I feel like I'm at risk of throwing up. I don't think I am because I don't think I've eaten anything today, but I feel like I'm gonna throw up, which is a bad feeling. That always happens to me. Great! Great, it's not just me. Thanks everyone. Thanks for all of us having the same definitely healthy relationship with remembering to eat. I just remembered a tip I had seen some time ago about making high chords, and now it's so much easier. Oh good, I'm glad you found an easier way to do it. So Jessica, Maggie, Candice, good. Never hungry, empty, or nauseous. Yeah, great. Well, right now I'm nauseous, not empty. Or maybe I'm empty and nauseous. I have a timer so I don't forget to eat and become nauseous. Yeah, I didn't do that. I had tea. Have I really not eaten anything? I haven't eaten anything today. Yeah, that was stupid. That was not a good thing to do. Not intentional, it just happened. Ugh. Yuck, it makes me so grossed out. Will you make me a snack? Need food. Need. So hungry. Not gonna make it. There. That should get the message to Alex. Will you make me a snack? So hungry, not gonna make it. He just said, what the? Are you going to name your chicks? Of course, Heather. We've named a couple of them, but not all of them. I think he got my message. Oh, don't yarn. For me, once the yawnies start, the nausea peaks. Well, that's not helping for sure. Being not eating right now is not helping. David, did you buy that machine that makes it for you? Lol.
It smells like eggs in here.
Yeah, I peeled all of them.
Holy moly. That must have been a lot.
It was a bit. But now we have like 30 eggs ready to get pickled.
Wow, it smells like...
I know, it smells like farts.
It smells like Colorado Springs.
Like Colorado Springs? Can I have Tostitos?
Yeah, sure.
I know we have those. Can I?
Yeah.
What?
You want it in a bowl or the whole bag?
I want it in a bowl, but can I also have a slice of my mom's bread?
One or the other.
What? Only one or the other?
JK, LOL.
I can't have both?
JK, LOL.
Can I have a Nutella on it?
Sure.
Thank you.
I gotta test this for you so it's not poison.
Yeah, make sure they're not poison. That's mean. Frida said that's mean. What's a Tostitos? Tostitos are tortilla chips, but they're better than tortilla chips because we have the kind that are called with a hint of spicy queso. So they're like basically like if Doritos were made for grown-ups. They have like 1/3 of the amount of stuff on them that Doritos have. Hold that up to the camera. Oh, baby, baby. That's the good stuff.
Whoa. Oh, jeez.
Careful. Don't waste my chips. Yeah, I think they got it. I think they understand.
It's like this.
That's what they look like. But they have like stuff on them like Doritos, just less.
Not like this.
Perfect.
See? Lots of seasoning.
A little bit of seasoning. Thanks. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Alex.
You're welcome.
Look, I caught the fly that's been trying to disrupt my stream.
Oh, good.
I stuck a sticky trap right above the camera. That's why you haven't seen the fly. I'll call it.
You want to
With Nutella on it. See? I caught the fly. I just stuck this sticky trap to the back of the camera. And because the fly has been trying to ruin my life, it flew on the camera. Did not need to put the circumflex. What? Oh, supreme. Supreme! Yes, that's okay. Supreme tortilla chips. I love the multigrain ones. Yes. I like the multigrain ones. I like the lightly salted ones. Oh, I love how you look at him. Aw. I can't help it. He's so good looking. I like looking at him. Last night I took some plain Tostitos and heated some queso dip in a jar and poured it over them. That sounds wonderful. This is like that. Bless you if you don't want to heat up cheese. It has like a hint of spicy queso. Bless you! Spicy queso on it. It's honestly, it's not like queso, but it's tasty.
a plate or like this?
A plate, please. Unless like this means you already have it in your hand.
I already have it in my hand.
Then I don't need a plate. Oh my god, that's a big slice of bread!
Look.
Oh my goodness. My mom made this really good bread. It's like halfway between angel food cake and bread. It's like sourdough angel food cake. Thank you, Alex.
Oh.
And it's a braided loaf. The sneezes? Yeah, those were thunder sneezes. Ooh, this isn't Nutella. This is the other one, isn't it?
I don't know.
It didn't come out of a Nutella jar.
It did.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It tastes like the other one.
Regular Nutella.
You can't eat this, it's chocolate. I'm sorry. Oh my god, why did I gain 20 pounds?
Huh?
I said, oh my god, why did I gain 20 pounds?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
Looking for that stencil things.
Oh. Don't you fall on my baby birds. It's so good. How did that happen? How did what happen? What was I gonna say? Oh, me having babies? Don't step on my babies. How did I have babies without Alex? They're adopted. They're saying hi to you, eh?
Oh. Hello.
I had to go to the beginning of the video to see your chicks. I'll bring them out again. Yeah, nice sweater, Alex.
Do you know where they are? Because I thought they were here, but I don't see them. Weren't they like in a binder or something? Oh, maybe in this one.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, good. It's like if you mixed a croissant, you want a bite?
I need to get out of here. Whoa. No, I'm good, thank you.
It's like if you mixed a croissant with angel food cake with sourdough bread. That's what you'd get. Okay, bye.
Oh.
Yeah, well, she's not getting fixed until whatever date it says in my email. But this should be her last heat, Scrappy. Really? That's so cute. Wow. This is a lot to eat because it's so thick. Charger is into it. Ew. But wouldn't that stop being interesting if they're fixed? Shouldn't it? If they don't have... I guess the sound is still a sound, though. I'm going to try and get a pic. Oh, yes, definitely do. That's so silly. LOL. Cat calling. Just bear with me while I shove this chocolate bread into my face. I'll be right back to talk normal. But first I have to eat this piece of chocolate bread. That's how that made me feel. Okay, so back to reality. Aw, he looked for her and left. That's so cute. Alright, back to knitting. Literally already the nausea's gone. It's so good how fast that goes away. As soon as I eat something, I'm all better. Oh yeah, Alex? Alex is talking to her. My cat literally tries to, oh, but they're both fixed. Okay, there you go. Well, she's not gonna have anybody. Thunder, that was Alex. It's not even her. It's Alex talking to her. Anywho, sorry about all the eating, but I got so hungry, I needed to shove my face full of carbs. Soon it'll be vegetables, friends, I promise. Soon I'll be eating healthy. I don't promise. So, what else can we talk about now? The fact that I have baby birds. Oh, they're so cute. Hi. She's yowling for males to visit. Do not feel like food at all. Yes, eat some fruit then. Frozen fruit. That's good if you don't feel like eating, because it feels more like a little treat. Local veggies in the summer are the best. Absolutely they are. Yeah, she is. Oh, she's catcalling, yeah. Well, she's doing it for the last time, most likely. I'm pretty sure. Should be her last heat. Does anyone else have it when you eat anything, your nose starts running for no reason? Even if your nose was not previously running, if you eat anything at a speed, then you end up with a runny nose, because that's me. Oh gosh, Maggie, me! Okay, good, because every single time I eat anything, it causes a runny nose. But anyway, she's gonna get fixed. The cat will not be having to deal with going into heat. She will not have to deal with having babies. And right now she's getting, oh god, sugar snap peas. Yes, so ready. And green beans. I love going out in the morning and picking some green beans to snack on while I do like pulling out weeds out of the garden or hanging out with the chickens. But, oh shoot, I was gonna say something. My nose runs and then I get tired. After eating? I feel like if your nose runs and then you get tired, isn't there a thing that causes that? But to make some more pony pouches for my sister-in-law. Oh, about to. Oh, cute. I can see them. Or are they sleeping? You can see... Wait till they wake back up. They just... One of them is standing, but they're all asleep, including the standing one. She's got closed eyes and her wings are hanging, but she's standing. As soon as they get up again, they'll get up in like 5 minutes. They up and down. They're literal babies. But they've been very cute. I've been enjoying having them. Millicent's best friend. I have snap peas in my fridge. Not the same, Rebecca. Not the same as ones that you picked in the morning. Fresh, local sugar snap peas are so good. Don't get me wrong. Pretty much all peas, like snap peas, are delicious. Millicent's best friend, a male dog, goes crazy when other dogs are in heat. He whines constantly and loses weight. I don't get why his owner doesn't get him fixed. Right? Yeah, if he's unhappy and you're not wanting him to have puppies, then just fix him. I wouldn't want to go through with heat again. Once is enough. Yeah, it doesn't look too great. She doesn't look like she's having a great time with it. I mean, she actually does. She rolls around and she's very cute, but her noises are very not nice. So yeah, she'll get fixed, and then she'll go be my parents' farm cat, and she'll be a happy girl with an awesome life, full of food, and friends, and family, everything that you need. So, that's good. And now I'm a chicken mama. I have a whole bunch of babies. With veg like that, where you eat the whole pod, it's so much better fresh. Oh yeah, totally. I love those. When you eat the whole pod, green beans, snap peas, those types of things. Oh, I love that. My mom always, like, she says, like, you don't have to eat the pod. When I was little, it was like, it wasn't anything. It was just like, here's the food and then you eat the pod. But like, now that I'm grown up, I like them. I like the ones where you're supposed to eat the pod, and other people will be like, you're eating the outside? I'm like, what do you mean? It's all the same. It's all the vegetable. What do you mean I'm eating the outside? It's all food. She was so miserable. She had like PMS for a month, and then she ate through like 3 pairs. Very good. I thought she had an appointment in February. You had to change the date. No, in February, she had an appointment assuming she was gonna have kittens, and then they said delay it until 5 weeks after the kittens are born, and then there were no kittens born. So it's still 5 weeks after February. When did we think the kittens were gonna be due? It's 5 weeks after that. It's in my email. So it's 5 weeks after whenever the babies were due. So 3 weeks from now, probably. That the kittens were due like 2 weeks ago, right? But it's in my email. I'm pretty sure it's in March. I thought before that I had switched it to April for some reason, but I'm pretty sure it's in March. But I don't think it's until like the end of March. I haven't gotten the day before email, so it's not yet. But it's coming. It's happening. Hopefully it'll be really, really soon. I know you probably said it already, but what are you knitting? I'm working on a rectangle right now, Luz, and hello. It might be a sweater. If I finish it and I have enough like stamina to make another rectangle, then it'll be a nice sweater. Let the wee ones sleep. Yeah, they'll be up in a few minutes anyway. They're up and down so fast, like puppies. But yes, Peekaboo is not long for this world as a unspayed cat. She will soon be a spayed cat. Then she won't have to go into heat. She won't have to have kittens, and she'll live a very happy life. That's the plan for her. Usually they send you an email though like a week before and then a day before, and I haven't gotten either of those emails. I feel like it's in March. I'm like pretty sure it's in March. But no, you're right. Originally I anticipated us doing it in February, but I also anticipated that she would have babies, and then when we called, they said wait 5 weeks until after the babies are born. They said once the babies were weaned, that's when we should get her fixed. So we rescheduled it to when that would have happened if she were having kittens, which she's not, because she's not pregnant, because I'm an idiot and cannot tell a pregnant cat from a fat cat, apparently. Is that tasty, Thunder? Did you find a chip on the floor? Who gave you that? I didn't give you that. He's sitting next to a Tostito on the floor, pretending like he, Oh, never mind. He's turned into a rascal. He ate it. I thought you were just gonna pretend like you were watching it for me. But it's so tasty, I know. Hi. You waking up from your 4-second nap? Good morning. They're awake again. Let me finish my row though. It's on the floor, you eat it. That seems to be the truth for Thunder. My sister keeps saying like, you need to stop having animals. And I was like, no, I don't. And she was like, you're gonna be patient zero. She says that every time I tell her about a new thing that I'm... Oh, by the way, my dad gave me a dead animal. That's where it came from, this conversation. My dad found a carnivore jawbone, the top and bottom. It's like the head of an animal, and but it's missing the head. Please don't joke about being stupid. Okay, sorry. I don't mean to be I guess I do mean to be self-deprecating, but no offense meant. But anyway, my dad gave me the skull minus the skull. It was like just the jaw, but both sides, upper and lower jaw of some predator animal, like it had canines and stuff. And I haven't figured out what it is yet. If it's a raccoon or a possum or a fox, I have not yet figured it out. It's not identifiable just by looking. So that's something that I'm gonna do. And I was talking to my sister about that, like, oh, I'm gonna just bury it in the backyard until it's just bone. Like it'll rot away the whatever's left that isn't bone, and that way I don't have to do any processing. I just have to bleach it once it comes out of the ground. And she was like, how do you know to put a dead animal in the ground in order to get the bones? And I was like the internet, I don't know. If you don't have those bugs that eat everything, you just put them in the ground, and then the ground eats it. And she was like, you're gonna be patient zero. You have baby birds inside, you have pet chickens, you got a lizard from a plant, you're gonna be the patient zero for the next thing. And I was like, no, stop saying that. So now there's this ongoing family joke that I know nothing about animals because I can't tell a pregnant cat from a not pregnant cat, and I'm gonna be patient zero because I keep having animals all around me at all times. And I was like, I wash my hands. I don't know what you mean. I'm not like irresponsible. She's just jealous. She's affirming. It is affirming you that you're stupid. It's harmful. That makes sense. Because words are the spells we cast on one another. Look at Scrappy, adulting. Meal prep. I didn't have to do meal prep because I ordered a meal prep box or a meal kit. Make good. No. Fresh. HelloFresh. I ordered a HelloFresh. Although it doesn't come until Thursday or Sunday. Maybe you have to order by Thursday, but I already ordered. But my thing didn't come yesterday, so it's either coming Thursday or Sunday. I don't remember. Bats. It poured today, and I put tortilla soup in the crock pot before work, and oh my god, the house smells delicious. Good morning! Okay, you can meet the babies now. They're all awake. I don't know how they just up and down so fast. I'll have to wash my hands after you though, because I'm snacking now. Hi guys. Hi. Hello. You want to come meet some new friends? Hi. You want to see? It's not food, it's a baby animal. You scared of her? Yeah, you're scared. The babies aren't scared. Thunder's scared. Hi. 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 going? Here are some babies. Hello, Screamer. Where do you think you're going? Hi. Aren't they sweet? How are you doing? Aren't you floofy? Hello. Did you just eat a piece of tortilla chip off my coat? Are you... Oh, you like tortillas? No, you don't like tortillas. This yellow baby is eating the crumbs off of my jacket. Aren't they cute? And they're all different. Look how cute they're little. Can I have one? Yeah, I'll just ship it to Sweden. I know. It's so scary to be alive. I know. Hi, kiddos. But after like 4 seconds of standing, they have to sit down. I'll put them in the cowl. If we open up that cowl a little so you don't fall out. Oh, perfect. There. Perfect. I have a perfect solution now. Where are you going? Oh, that's my earring. That's my earring. You can't have that. Alright. Back to your nice warm room. Back to your nice warm room. It's okay, Thunder. It's just peekaboo. Okay, good. The eggs that are hatching are still hatching. 1 sec. I just have to wash my hands because I'm eating fat food. Anyway, those are the babies. My sweet little babes. Oh god, they are just so cute. The dogs are tilting their heads looking for them. Snacks? Are there snacks nearby? Until they poop, yeah. You want to sit with me? Come here. Up. 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 God. I agree. I think they are quite cute. It's crazy how fast they learn to eat and drink though. Like I dip their beaks in water when I put them into the brooder and they just, that was all they needed. They were like, oh, okay, I know how to eat and drink now, good. How many seasons of Outlander, by the way? Inspired a design idea. Oh, cool. How many did you get at the end? Not finished yet, Luz. 5 so far. But I think we have 2 more coming today. I hope. We have 2 more coming today. $423 episodes? Or four on Netflix. That's a lot. Yeah, I did lose. I didn't see the actual event of like, born! I saw right before and right after. I didn't see the explode out of the egg. I just saw them break through the egg a bunch, and then I obviously went to sleep, woke up, and they were out there. It's like me on high pain mid days, standing too long. Wow. I didn't record it, Luz. I realized there's not really a spot for content on my channel like that, really. Like, it doesn't fit in, so I thought like I'll just enjoy it and then share the babies with you guys. More to come. Is it the main girl and Jamie the main, like, are the main characters gonna stay? Is Jamie still gonna be here for a while? Because I really like him. Good. That should do it. Yes, he is? Okay, good. Is he still going to be sexy the whole time? Because that's also important to me. Who does not like him? Black Jack Randall. That's who doesn't like him. Oh, I guess he really likes him. But also, he doesn't like him at all. It's like he hate likes him. Anyway. How is it I never followed you on Instagram till just now? You've been missing out. You could have seen so many fun things if you were following me on Instagram before. I am Droughtlander. It's a thing. I'm in Droughtlander. It's a thing. Oh, as in you're all caught up? You have nothing to watch? Yeah. Okay, good. Even when he plays over 40, he's sexy. He plays over 40? What do you mean? How long is the video? How long is the movie? Or the show? Like, in a timeline? God, I'm so excited. If you guys have seen it and you're okay with giving me spoilers, I'm okay with hearing spoilers. I don't want like a lot of them, but I'm cool to hear some things. So he's gonna be 40 in the show. 40 is my age range. He's supposed to be 23 right now. That is too young for me. I would like 40-year-old Jamie. 40-year-old Jamie, I'd actually probably prefer him to 23-year-old Jamie. I like a good 40-year-old man these days. For some reason, my type has always been 10 years more. He does not look 23. No, he does not, but my older sister said that he was 23. She may have just been making that up as like he's around 23, but he's supposed to be. But she doesn't look 27. She said that she's 27 in the season 1 when he asks how old she is. She says 27. And I was like, I'm 28, and she looks, to me, older than me. Even when, okay, so I'm gonna need some timeline information here. What just happened in where I am at the season 2 area that I'm at, main character and Frank are reunited. That's where I'm at. I like them at any age. Well, any age above, what, 24. Any age above 25. 25 should be the minimum. If you're a full-blown adult, if you're over 30, yeah, if you're over 30, you should only be interested in people 25 years of age and older. That is my firm belief. I don't think that it makes sense for a 30-year-old to be dating a 20-year-old. I think that even though it's legal to date a 19-year-old, I don't think a 40-year-old ever should. Obviously, some exceptions, people fall in love, blah, 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 but I think overall the rule should be 25. If you're a full-grown adult, you should not date anyone younger than 25. David, wow, your content is organized. It's ongoing and he's always handsome. His character was 23. Yes. Time goes by and they both age. This is partially random. I think you've answered half of his question. How old are you and Alex? I'm 28 and Alex is 33. 34. If I'm 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. He's 33. He's 33. My ex of 14 years was 20 years younger than I. Okay, well, fine. Then maybe it worked for you guys. Great. Congrats. My parents are 10 years apart. 10 years apart is okay, but did they meet when one of them was 15 and the other one was 25? No. Right? Like, your ex of 14 years was 20 years younger, but you didn't meet them when they were 19. I hope. I don't want to know if you did. I'm home now. Laura, you've already shown the chicks. Did I miss that? You did miss it, Rosalie, but it's okay. They're still right here, and I'll bring them out a couple more times. The age difference between you two is the same between me and my boyfriend. Well, Alex, when we met, I was 18 and he was 21. 18. I was just turning 19 and he was turning 22, I think. Shh, the patriarchy will silence you. My dad was best friends with my mom's brother, so... See, there are obviously scenarios when it's not weird. I'm just saying, if you met someone online and you started casually dating them and they're 20 and you're 40, that's weird. It just is. It always will be, because a 20-year-old's brain is not where a 40-year-old's brain is. Obviously, if you're 40 and your partner is 60, you're both full-on adults. There's nothing, like, there's no power weird thing going on there. Whereas between a 20-year-old and a 40-year-old, there's a huge difference in just world knowledge. I was 42 and he was 22. That seems crazy young to me. Again, I don't know the scenario you guys had, so maybe it was perfectly good and wonderful. And I hope so, for your sakes, that it was a great situation. I'm just saying, in general, I feel weird about it. I feel weird about a 20-year-old or an 18-year-old and a 45-year-old. That it happens, it's just, to me, it's a difference. Anyway, put it this way, my boyfriend graduated from high school when I was leaving 7th grade. Yeah, see, if you put it that way, it's super weird. If I started dating Alex when I was 16, you seem to have strong feelings about this. I think it's because I was taken advantage of many times as a young person by significantly older men. I didn't have any traumas or anything, like nothing that I am not able to handle today, but I have a lot of times in my life where I know that my age was part of the reason why I was attractive to the men, the adult men who were pursuing me. So like when I was 16, I should not have been being pursued by a 27-year-old. It just shouldn't have happened. Like it's not like, it doesn't matter if I was excited to meet a 27-year-old. As a 15-year-old girl, 16-year-old girl, 15, 16, 17, 14, that age range for me, multiple times I was pursued by, I had a 27-year-old pursuer, a 34-year-old pursuer. When I was 17, I had a 34-year-old man pursuing me and consistently saying things like, "You're almost 18. A 17-year-old and a 34-year-old, I just don't think that makes sense. It just doesn't make sense. And I guess, of course, I have strong feelings about it, David. I've had reasons for my strong feelings. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be judgmental. I guess I am being judgmental, though, because I have no idea what your guys' scenario is. Any of you guys, all of you. That's what I feel. I understand what you're saying, and I know history can affect one. Yeah, history definitely affects it. It makes it... it's because I know that at 15, I thought it was so cool that a 34-year-old wanted to literally expose himself. No, ew. Like, I thought I was so desirable because a 34-year-old wanted to show, but like, that's not right. There shouldn't have been a time when a 34-year-old went, I'm gonna show myself to a 16-year-old. Like, that shouldn't have happened on their end of it. So I'm looking at it like, okay, see, without a feeling, you shouldn't need to defend it, absolutely, David, but also I understand relationships develop in different ways for different people too, and I understand that friendships can develop into romance and it can be completely whatever. It's great. I'm not trying to be an awful person. I really am not trying to be harsh or anything. It's just whenever I've interacted as a young girl, I wouldn't even say woman, young girl, interacting with like full-blown grown-up adult men, and they were pursuing me as a potential partner, like a sexual partner, I didn't have the ability to understand what was going on properly. Like, now looking back at it, I'm like, ew, he was 34. And I remember thinking that's so hot. At 15, I thought I was desirable for having a 34-year-old pursue me. Now, looking back on it, if someone had said to me, like, no, that's sketchy, Laura, I would have been like, they're jealous because this person's pursuing me. No! It's a full-on pervert. Maybe not a pervert. It's a full-on, it's like a crime. Stop pursuing 16-year-old girls. Anyway, I never heard from him again after I told my dad about him, so I don't think that he was okay. My dad says that he had a talk, but I'm never spoke to him again. But I don't know. My feelings on it are definitely from my own history. But looking at it, I know that at the time when it was happening, I didn't recognize it as something wrong. So when I think of like 19-year-old me, what I would have allowed to happen to myself is not the same that I would allow to happen to myself today. I'm saying like consensually what I would have agreed to when I was 16 would not have been what adult Laura would have said is something that I would have consented to, you know? They were pedophiles. That's what I mean, Dawn. A 34-year-old pursuing a 16-year-old. And, like, we worked together. So sketchy. But anyway, yeah. I don't know why we got to this point, but I think that if you are significantly younger than your partner and on very different life pages, maybe think about it. I know you're not judging, but you're saying you had inappropriate experiences that would indeed cause trauma. Not violent trauma, but subtle trauma. Yeah, no, there was no violent trauma with any of the weird stalkery style relationships that I experienced. I don't even know, like, they were relationships, but they weren't like romantic ones. They were like friendships that I didn't recognize as being predatory friendships. But I didn't recognize it as being, it took me until well into my adult years, well, I'm 28. I mean, it took me until I was like very much an adult until I was looking back going, wait, I'm 28, one of the guys was 27, and this was last year that I was thinking about it. One of these men was 27, and my friend and I, he had a 27 and a 28-year-old were with my friend and I, and we were 15. No, we were 16. We were 16, and thinking of that now, like me, even looking at a 17-year-old boy right now, they're like they look like a child to me. Even if they have abs, even if they have body hair, a 17-year-old looks like a child to me. When I see a 17-year-old boy, I see a 17-year-old boy. I don't know, I just can't imagine being like, this is which way I'm gonna go. He's 17. I don't know. Anyway. Not that ever comparing them is ever at all appropriate. I wouldn't have thought that that's what you meant, David, so good clarification, but either way, I didn't think you were belittling either side of it. But yeah, the subtle ones are weird. They're weird because they don't affect your day-to-day, but then once in a while something will flag you and you'll be like, that's weird, I don't like it. Glad you're back. Hello, Caroline. Before I was old enough to drive, I almost got myself into something bad. Definitely could have been. I was talking to this person. That was the first red flag. Oh yes, the old John Smiths of the world. So what happened, Jessica? I know, right? I'm interested too. I'm glad you're not okay. I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad nothing bad or traumatic happened. I literally could have been killed if I walked home. I told my mom. He told me to meet him at a motel. Oh my goodness, so thankful my mom said I couldn't walk home. Wow, that's good that you didn't end up going there. But see, the crazy thing, right, is that you were talking to a guy and your brain didn't put off the fire, you know? Like your brain didn't go like, danger, 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 because you were a kid, right? So like that's how I think of it, is that like the things that I walked willingly into as a 16-year-old are not things that adult Laura would do because I know they're not safe. Like the 27 and the 28-year-old men who were pursuing my friend and I when we were 16, we went to their house. That's actually how my dad found out about it, because I was far from home. I should have been coming home, and he said, okay, be home in 5 minutes, because I was supposed to be close by, and I couldn't. And I said, I can't be home in 5 minutes. And he was like, where are you? And then we had to say where we were, and neither of us ever heard from those gentlemen again. But yeah. At the time, like, I went to a 27-year-old man's house at 16 years old with my friend, and they offered us beer. Like, that's so sketchy. How did their brains not go, we're definitely being, like, assailants right now, for sure. Like, they didn't think that, you know? David, my friend's teenage daughter snuck out of the house to meet up with a 30-something. Yeah, fortunately nothing awful happened, but you can bet they kept her much closer afterwards. Honestly, I have a serious case of baby face, so even though I'm 24, I could easily look like a 16-year-old. Okay, well then, I don't know. Yeah, very scary. He claimed that he was just a couple years older than me at the time. I was probably 14. All these years later, I realized it was probably an old man. If someone's waiting for you at a motel, they have to be old enough to rent a motel. That's one way I look at it. Yeah, anyway, if you're under the age of 20, be very careful with yourself, carefuler than maybe you think you need to be, because your adult self will look back and be like, wow, you could have been dead in a ditch. Really glad you aren't dead in a ditch. Literally what I said, what we say when my sisters and I talk. We're like, how many times could you have been dead in a ditch? At least a couple. At least a few times. Thank goodness that everything worked out in my favor in those situations, because 16-year-old me did not have any of the brain that adult me does. But anyway. That's all I have to say about that. I can't wait to see 40-year-old Jamie. He's finally started wearing a ponytail. I don't know, I kind of liked him as a rugged, kilt-wearing wild man. Right now they're in France, in where I'm at in the season, and they're dressed like fancy. And what's weird that I'm finding about Outlander is I kind of forgot that while that stuff was happening in Scotland and it looked like that, all wild and rugged, France, it was like Marie Antoinette time, like it was fancy. I have a friend who's a small guy and looks as much younger than he is. Someone makes any indication that they like his youthful look, it's a huge trigger for him. Yeah, I bet. No thanks. I don't want someone to be like, wow, you look so young. Except at the LCBO, which is our liquor store. If they tell me I look young and they need my ID, I feel good about it. I'm not so fond of the fancy. I like the rugged better. Yeah, I like the rugged better. Don't get me wrong, I like his hair in a ponytail. I also love how love he is. He's literally so love. Like, she's whatever. I'm not into the lead girl. She's fine. Sometimes I like her. Most of the time I don't like her. But he loves her. And he does, like when he was like, I'm so sorry for being the bad guy. And he like swears his dagger for her protect. I love him. Clearly I didn't understand age-restricted activities as an adolescent. Obviously not. Gosh dang it. I'm counting stitches and it's difficult when you talk about ages. I was 16. Yeah, 16. I'm going 24, 25, 26. I'm sorry. That's the worst. All the babies are napping again. Just so you know. They just sleep. I was never carded till I was 21, but that year there had been a sting catching bartenders who served underage people. I used to get carded every single time, and now not so much. Although the last time I went to the liquor store was Christmas, and before that would have been like 4 months before that. So it's not like somewhere I go often, but I don't get carded very often. I don't get carded very often anymore. No, I don't look young anymore. They know I'm over 19. Our drinking age is 19 here, not 21. Gosh. I know what I'm doing tonight. I'm watching Outlander. That's what I'm doing. After I finish with you guys and we have this live stream, I'm gonna turn Outlander on and I'm going to watch Outlander all night, sitting with chickens in my lap and knitting, because that's what I was doing before and that's what I'll do after. Unless Thunder is too comfortable and I can't move him, then the chickens can stay in their little coop thing. I always get carded, and the drinking age is 16. Oh my gosh. First of all, the drinking age is 16. Probably then you guys don't have as many drinking people, because by the time you turn like of age, like here, 19-ish, you're like over it. By the time you're an adult, drinking isn't as exciting. My mom was hyper danger aware and made me more aware. My mom and dad, we lived like out close to the country. I had a really, really safe and not anxiety surrounding childhood. Like, my parents didn't worry about us when we would go to the cornfield and we would go to the pond and go fishing and stuff. It would just be come home by nighttime. We didn't have cell phones. We lived in a really safe spot that my mom was not, like, they were danger aware, but there was no danger. There just wasn't a lot of danger. So, I mean, probably there was some danger, but it was one of those things where it was kind of like, there are bad people in the world, and if a bad person is going to find you, they're probably going to find you. Obviously, don't make things super easy, but at the same time, don't live your life in fear, because then you're going to miss out on all of the joys that the world has to offer. That's pretty much how my mom would explain it now, I think, if you were to ask her, like, if she was a helicopter parent. She wasn't. She was a teacher, so she saw what different types of parenting did to different types of kids, and I don't know, I think we lived in a good spot to sort of like have a wild childhood. I was a little wilderness kid, little wildling. It's good because you think you drink before you learn to drive, so you know the dangers of drinking and doing anything before getting behind the wheel. That's true too. Drinking age 21 in Canada, like in the US. No, it's 19, Jessica. It's 19 in Canada. Except in Quebec, one of our provinces is 18 because Quebec had to be different. So 18 in our French province, and in all of the other provinces 19. But everybody drinks in high school here. It's not like it's not a thing. Yes, obviously you're not supposed to, but like you're not going to go to a high school party without alcohol in Canada that I've ever been to anyway. The actor is aging. The character has a greater age arc. Okay. He has a great age arc, but I don't want to know, but I want to know, like, is he going to come to the future? Are they going to be able to live happily ever after? Is she going to jump back and forth between the present and the past? You know, what's going to happen? What about the potential for offspring? What's happening? Working as a teen puts you around dangerous men. Yep, that's a fact. I agree with that. Every job that I worked, I've had encounters with dangerous men. Every single job that I've worked. It's like, not all men do it, but every single woman experiences it happening from a man. Sorry, it probably happens to men from men, and non-binary from men, and gender non-conforming from men. I'm just saying, like, if I think that any woman that I know would be able to tell you a story about a bad interaction that was scary with a man, but I don't know very many men who would admit to doing that, you know. Me too, and I work in a kindergarten. Great. See? Sketchy men are everywhere. Hello, make sure to hit the like button and turn on notifications when you're doing that. Subscribe. Thank you, Bailey, and hello, welcome, good afternoon. And Bailey's right. Don't forget to subscribe, friends, and like the video. It helps the channel grow, and we are growing. Literally, we have chicks. You should like the video because we have baby birds. You know. Predators know how to find people who will succumb to whatever they offer, and there's always people who will. Yep. Working as a teen. Yep. Should I tell her? Anyone? Uh-oh. Should you tell me what? It's illegal to buy alcohol when you're under 16, but not to drink it. Should we tell her? What are you going to tell me? Even sketchy men have children. What did I say? I remember in the first few months of this job, I was working with the tobacco available register, and some guy asked to go with him to a bar in town. I said I had a boyfriend. He said he didn't need to know. Ew. So I said, yes, he does need to know. My boyfriend could beat you up. Lol. Every U.S. state has different liquor laws. Oh. Dawn, nah, let her watch the seasons. Oh. No, I don't know. Oh, no. Don't tell me. I mean, tell me, don't tell me. Tell me, don't tell me. I don't know. Jamie's so attractive. I don't want him to die. Attractive Scottish men should not die. Don't spoil. There was a story in The Guardian. Apparently every single young woman has experienced some kind of sex. I agree with that. That's not even a surprising thing. It's awful, but again, it's like the thing where it says 95% or 97% of... Shoot, what is it? There's like a percentage where it's like how many percent of men admit to doing like sketchy things to women versus how many women claim to have had sketchy experiences with men, and it was like all women said men have done sketchy things to them, and very few men say that they've ever done anything sketchy. And it's like, really? Are there 10 men who are assaulting every single woman? No. It's just that a lot of men are, I don't know. Well, I'm of Scottish lineage, but I'm not your type. Bye, Jessica. I have to go to work now. I'll talk to you later. Sounds good. Have a good rest of your day. Exactly, Dawn says. Not telling you any spoilers. Well done. And good. I'm finishing my cropped pullover sweater, but I have moved on a lot. I'm making a cardigan. Well done, Bailey. Good job. A cardigan, huh? I'm making a rectangle that's gonna hopefully be some kind of sweater garment. That's my plan. No, now I'm all nervous about what I'm gonna watch on Outlander tonight. I actually don't care if she has the... Oh, I don't want to spoil for other people. I care very little about Offspring. I care very much about Jamie. That's all. I literally have been singing the song of the intro. Sing me a song of a land that is gone. That one. I've been singing that over and over in my head because I'm watching it on Netflix, and since I'm binge watching, I'm hearing that little jingle twice a day. Twice a episode. Oh, everybody's awake! How was your nap, girls? And boy. Honestly, same. Jamie's all I care about. Literally, Jamie's all I care about. Same. 100%. Jamie's the one that I care about. I like him a lot. I like his very sexy body, and I like his very sexy accent. Honestly, accents of any kind generally tend to be sexy to me because it's different than what I'm hearing all the time, but oh god, Scottish. It's just like in P.S. I Love You. Ooh! Is that Scotland? Now I'm wondering. Yeah, it's Scotland, it's not Ireland. P.S. I Love You. What's his name? Hugh Jackman? No, it's not Hugh Jackman. It's the other guy. Is it? No, it's not Hugh Jackman. It literally doesn't matter. He's got a Scottish accent. Speaking of singing, I saw a heavy metal arrangement of the second part of the Brahms Requiem earlier today. I was totally wrecked and sobbing. A heavy metal arrangement. Interesting. Thank you very much, Ireland. Thank you. How did we ever stand waiting for a week to the next... week to an episode? Honestly, especially with some of these episodes in Outlander, they're leaving me on these, like, super effed up cliffhangers. Not cliffhangers, but like, no, I need to know what's gonna happen after this. What do you mean? You can't just show me that violence and not show me an outcome. What do you mean? That's how I feel. I can't tell you the opening song. I can tell you the opening song changes. Ooh, that's kind of a hint. I think, Dawn, I think that might be, not a spoiler, but at least means that there could be some change, right? Is it Ireland? I'm sorry. Not from Outlander, Scotland. I mean Ireland from P.S. I Love You. Thank you, though. Speaking of singing, oh, I got that one. I never got into Outlander or The Crown. I might be missing a gene. The Crown is... I don't know. I have mixed feelings about The Crown. I like watching it because it's, like, beautiful, but, like, sometimes it's just really boring, so I have to, like, have episode breaks. It's not a binge watcher for me. I didn't really like the first episode of The Crown, but once I got into it, I loved it. I like it when I'm watching it for the reason I want to watch it. I don't know. I think the most recent season is, like, least exciting. I think the first season was my favorite one. P.S. I Love You, where he died and she made shoes. Yes. That's a perfect synopsis of the movie, Dawn. He died and she made shoes. The end. The Crown is only good in season 4, Diana's parts. I liked Diana at the beginning of this show, but now it's like, I feel like the actress is going so hard on trying to only look like Diana in photographs that she's just always doing this, and I'm like, okay, yes, fine, you could do it a few times because that makes you look like Diana, but at the same time, like, chill, just be an actress. You don't have to try and, like, I guess you are trying to be her, but I don't know. At first I was totally fine with it, but also Charles is supposed to be in his, like, 40s at the part in The Crown, but they are keeping the same actor, and I'm like, just change up the actor. Like, this guy's a kid. He's, like, 28. and you're having him play a 45-year-old who's upset at a 19-year-old. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Same, I didn't really like Diana in The Crown. I liked her at the beginning, but I don't like how they are only doing, like, this is the only way they film her from. That's the only way that they only film her from this angle with her putting her, and I get it, it's in some photos she looked like that. She didn't look like that in every single moment, but it seems like in The Crown that's the only way they're filming her. Again, it's nitpicky. I'm sure it's fine. For people who like it, it's great. But for me, I feel like when I notice things that are the same across multiple things, I'm like, I don't know. I start nitpicking. That's her iconic look. Yeah, but like it's not her only look. And I feel like in the show, almost every single angle of her that they ever film is from that point of view. And it's like, okay, I get it that she looked like that in a lot of photos too, blah, blah, blah. Because we only saw her in the press, at least us in the US. Fair. Again, but I mean, the show isn't supposed to only be that. It's supposed to be like the person behind it, you know? So she could be a little bit more, I don't know. Probably the director's choice, not the actress. Yeah, no, I don't blame the actor at all. That's why I'm saying the show, not the characters themselves. The actress is beautiful, and she's doing a great job with all of the stuff she's given. I just don't understand why they can't have her also, like, why can't she only do that, like, once an episode, you know? And then it could be like, ha! Diana's signature look. But instead it's like, Diana's only look. Excuse me, senor. Can you come here? Come here. Come here. Come on. Up here. Come. Come on. Come on. You gotta get up. Come on, get up. Whoa. Oh, hello. Trump and Charles are both bad choices. Hold on. I gotta go. Oh, bye, V. Have a good rest of your day. Do you have a lot of feelings about these new chickens in our house? I don't think you like them very much, do ya? What year were you born, Laura? 92. Delightful. Excuse me. Hi, babies. Hi. Look at your cute little faces. Is Thunder a little jealous? Yeah. He's a jelly bean for sure. Remember that movie several years ago, when Helen Mirren, who could do no wrong in my book, played the Queen? No. But I do like Helen Mirren. Isn't she a Dame? Is she British? Dame Helen Mirren? Dame Judi Dench. And so will the British public. Well, who knows if you will or not, right? Hi. 92. Good year. Wasn't there a recession in 92? You're welcome. I brought that into the world, I guess. Look how far I'm getting on this, by the way. Give him extra love. Oh, Thunder? Yeah, he gets extra. He gets the most love of all the animals, obviously. Hi.
Hello.
How was work?
Excellent.
Good. Would you mind going and checking if there's any eggs? You can say no if you don't want to. Did you see these birdies? Do you know what they did?
Wow.
I was eating chips, and then I held them, and they were eating the crumbs off of me.
Oh.
And it was cute. Judi Dench and Maggie Smith are treasures. Judi Dench. Where? Whoa. He's not going to give you any. He's going to get the chip. No, hey, he's not going to give you any. Alex is more likely to give Thunder snacks than I am, and Thunder, he's not going to give you any though. He's going outside. You misunderstand. He was walking away with a chip. Thunder's like, he had a chip. I just would like a chip, Mom. Mwah. Mwah. Does he love me or what? Do you mean Alex has gone to work and come back during this live stream? No, he works from home. He just finished work while the live stream was happening. So I asked how his day was, because we don't really like hang out during the day. He comes up for tea and to make me snacks, and I come up to bring him tea down and make him snacks, but we don't like see each other until the day is over. And the day is over, so I asked how his day went. Hi, handsome man. That he is. Thunder and Alex, both of my handsome men. You guys, the sun goes down at almost 8 o'clock now. 7:40 last night it went down. Can we just talk about that for a sec? Because that's very exciting to me. Oh no, I looked away thinking I could do it, and then I missed my stitch. I already got 6 eggs today, so I just want to know how many are in there. Gotta go, needed a curb. Pick up at Target. Oh, sounds good. Bye, Scrappy. Have a good rest of your day. I have nothing for you, Thunder. Hi, birdies. Burp, 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 burp. They're so dramatic when they poop right now. They stand up tall and they like freeze for like a full 3 seconds when they poop. 3 handsome men with the chickie. 3 handsome men. I only have 2 handsome men. CJ was my handsome man, but he's gone. So I only have, well, I guess if you count that rooster, baby rooster we have, that's a man. Isn't that a joke with Tracy Ullman's comedy? Judi Dench always says she's a national treasure. Does she? She is a national treasure, though. He seems like a lovely fellow. I think you're lucky, and so is he. Oh, well, thank you. I am definitely a lucky lady. But we met when we were young enough that we like built our life together, so we kind of learned how to grow together. Luckily, we didn't grow apart, but I mean like we grew up together so that we had to like, kind of had to compromise all the way up while we were growing up. So since we were both used to that, I don't know, we just get along really well. We both know how to handle each other, and we both like grew up and went to therapy. I don't know, it makes us get along really well, but I like him a lot. He's a nice guy. Very supportive. Any eggs?
I can't, it's in use.
It's in use?
Yep.
Who's in there?
Barn, I think.
Aw, a little baby. It's in use. The nest box. Thank you for checking. It's in use. David Wright, totally a cute couple. Oh, thank you. Alex, they think we're a cute couple.
Thanks.
Thanks. You're a goofball is what you are. Maybe. Do you even like me?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
More than most of us.
You better. I gave you chickens.
Wow.
I was gonna say children, but then they're not children, they're babies. And also you gave me chicken. Oh, I also bought pans online, so I'm going to be baking things now because I purchased pans. So we're going to be having whatever that stuff, bread pudding, basically just overnight French toast bread pudding. But we're going to start eating eggs more because now I have pans, like oven pans, to cook them in. To do other things like cheesecake and other things. Ew, did you just open the fridge? I just got a huge whiff of eggs.
Is that where they are?
They're in the fridge, yeah. Ugh. Gross. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, Lenola. Nice to see you. And good afternoon and welcome. You want to see how nice my knitting is looking? Do you plan on having kids? Unclear, Mandela. The future is very foggy in that regard. on the one hand, I don't know if I am capable of having kids. On the other hand, I don't know if Alex is capable of having kids. And on the other hand, we don't even know if we want kids. So there's multiple variables at play. We don't know if we really want to do it. We both kind of talk about it in like a maybe someday, but it's not really a reality thing, like where we're like 2 years from now, we don't have that kind of planning involved. So I think that if we got accidentally pregnant, we'd have a child, but I have an IUD, so that won't happen. So here's where I'm at right now. So with shoulders, if we imagine, I can hold it by the other end. You're only 28, plenty of time. Exactly. No need to rush it. And plus, if I get outside of my baby window, that means more opportunities for other things / adoption. There are lots of recipes for breakfast egg casseroles on YouTube. I just need to use up eggs. That's why I hard boiled that many. So I'm gonna have 2 pieces like this, and then I'll sew the shoulders together. So I need it to go like that much farther for it to be a sweater. But yeah, these are my knit stitches. This is the best I can do right now. And so far so good. I don't really like how it looks with the dashed line. I should have learned to purl, but I didn't yet, so this is where we're at right now. And I have this much left of the green, so I'm not gonna have enough yarn to do the whole sweater. It's gonna be a scrap sweater, like the other side is I'm gonna have to dye yarn for, but it's fun. It'll be unique and handmade. So colors don't really matter to me anymore. I'm just gonna do whatever until I run out of yarn. I didn't want kids for most of my life, and then I turned 35 and I wanted them. I had my first at 27. Well, how did you turn 35 and then have them at 27? Are you an outlander? There we go. Thank you very much. 37. Okay, cool. So I've got time then. Good. My IUD still has 3 years left on it, so I'm not rushing. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, the heat lamp that these chicks sit under doesn't light up. It's just heat. It's very interesting. It plugs in like a light bulb. And it is a light bulb, but no light comes out, only heat. Isn't that weird? The science. The magic. And it looks beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm working on it. Alex wants me to make this hat for him, and I'll probably wait until like fall so that he has it for next year. But he wants to make this hat that's basically like a full face covering, like a ski mask, basically. He wants a ski mask for not robbing banks with. He was like what bank robbers wear, you know. I was like, yeah, of course. I'll make you the thing that bank robbers wear. What are you doing? I have 3, a boy and twin girls. Oh, that's so sweet. Sorry, my nose is threatening to make me sneeze, so I'm just holding the sneeze in. 4 grandkids. Oh my goodness, that's wonderful. Also, hi Rosalie, and hey Beauty. Lose, wow, 3 twin girls. Twin girls sounds lovely. Or a twin boy and girl. Except not, because twins is probably like a lot. Considering that 1 baby is a lot. Are you making friends, Thunder? No, not with me. I don't want your friendship right now. I'm busy. My nose is so threatening to sneeze. Do you know that feeling like when it's in the back of your eyeball? The sneezes, I mean. Oh, that's where I'm at. It's like I'm holding my nose because there's a tickle behind my eyeball trying to make me sneeze. 4 kids and 6 grandkids with the 7th on the way. Wow, that's wonderful. It isn't double the trouble, it's a lot more, I bet. Because you need both your hands to handle having 1 kid. Now you've got 2 and you're supposed to do it with the same number of hands. I've got a niece and a nephew, I'm happy. Yeah, I think that I would be happy with a niece right now. Can somebody in my close immediate circle have an infant child for me to hold, please? Bag a Day has a tutorial. On what? On pearls? On making purling? I'm sure I can figure it out, it's just I'm not there yet. I need to get really good at this one stitch and then I'll learn a new stitch. Once I feel pretty confident about doing this quickly, and then I'll switch. I know how I learn, and I learn by exhausting one thing at a time. I'm only 20, so no babies. Very well. Good for you. Although if you had a baby, good for you too. As long as everybody's happy and healthy, I'm pretty good. It's a special kind of Hades. Hold on, I've got a niece and nephew. The ski mask for your robber boyfriend. Oh, thank you for my robber boyfriend. Thanks, Carol. The ski mask. I literally start sentences and I forget them, and then you guys have to be here. I need you to come to these live streams so that when I talk about things and forget what I'm talking about, you guys can keep me on track. My kids are kind of old, but I'll send them to us. Hold on. My kids are kind of old, but I'll send them to us for the weekend. To the US for the weekend. Huh? Start making baby things. No babies yet. Not just yet. Oh, boyfriend says no babies yet. Yeah, every time Alex and I talk about it, we talk about it in like this vague way, like, do we want to have kids for real? And then we're like, I mean, maybe. And then I was like, what if I got pregnant right now? And then both of us are like, so we know we're not ready, because every time we're like, what about next year? No, we're not there. My kids are kind of old, but I'll send them to you for the weekend. Oh yes, send them over. Give me all your children's. I will babysit, even if they're not infants. I'm really good at babysitting. Kids love me because I am a child. I'm really good at crafts. Enjoy your life and then have them when you're ready. Agreed. Hey there, 17 Love Peace 17. There was once a fast fashion, excruciatingly expensive ski mask that looked like a quilted blanket. The picture that Alex showed me was actually like a Louis Vuitton ski mask. He was like, I want one of these, like, I want it to look like a fancy brand ski mask, like Louis Vuitton or Chanel. And I was like, it's probably just gonna be a black ski mask. But okay. I'm having trouble taking care of me, so I'm happy with no baby. Yep, that's a good reason. That's a good, all reasons are valid. He's like, childlessness, what's it called? Because saying childless, like, I want to be a childless adult, that sounds like you are without something. A decisively without, I don't know, there's gotta be a nicer way to say that. Like, I am choosing to be childless, but childless sounds like there is something less than, which it is not. Having a child or not having a child does not make you better or worse than anyone else, you know what I mean? So what would be the right word for it? An adult who drinks a hot coffee? That's something that a mom would say. That is an adult who can make a coffee and drink it before it gets cold. People say child-free, but I still think it does sound odd. Child-free. You're child-free. Without. A free adult. Just a free adult. Yeah. That's so funny, though. The adult who drinks a hot coffee. Good morning, everyone. How was your nap? Good morning. You want to come say hello to everybody again? Child-free. Very good. Dawn, looks like the thing... Hold on. Looks like they think finally some real answers. Hold on, what? You and me, Wilfrida. Dawn, it's like they think finally some real answers. What? I am so confused. I am very a confused lady most of the time. Okay, I finished my row. Now let's hold some babies. Child free, yes. Baby free? Hi there, little ones. Okay, so first let me sprinkle this fresh stuff. Oh, hello. Hey, oh, hello. Oh, hello. Hello, hello. You screamer. Yes, you're a screamer. You are. Hi. Well, let's just hold the three of you. Whoa! Ugh. Hi. Here's some baby birds. Oh gosh, 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 gosh. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I am childless by choice. There you go. When mine were babies, I kept finding cold tea and coffee cups all around the house. I never drink them. Literally, same with my dad. There were always half-filled cups of cold coffee. Stop trying to escape. Where are you gonna go? I'm your mom. Yeah, that's right. This is me scolding you. Scold. Anyway, they're your babies. Yes, exactly. My babies. Hi, babies. Hi. Ooh. Hi. Where are you gonna go? Why are you leaving? These are my babies. I'm part of the village that helps raise the child. Exactly. Hi. Hi. Is that warm? Hi. Oh God, they're just so sweet. A child procrastinator. Yes, totally. Are you guys ready to go back in? Into your little warm room? Hi. One last goodbye. Whoa! You don't need to escape. You're alright. Anyway, I'm a bird mom. I have a grown godchild. Oh, I hope I'm a godmama. You'd be a great mom because I see the way you treat animals. Well, thank you, Mandela. If it happens, it happens. They're so cute, aren't they, though? The sweetest. Now they're sleepy again. Honestly, they're real babies. Eat, cry, sleep, poop. That's it. That's all we get. One's eating, oh, which has attracted a second one to come eat. Now we've got two babies eating over here. Oh, 3, 4, and 5 are all going, what are you eating? What are you eating? I'd like to have a look. It's so interesting to me how they all came out looking different. Even the ones that came from the same parents. They're very sweet. Oh, there's a poop. Good job, little one. It's like a whole event. Wow, you must have eaten a lot. That's the first real poop. Well, good to know. A lovely floof, isn't it, though? I think I'm gonna call it now, though, guys. I know that it's not 5 o'clock, but I've finished my row. The chicks are gonna go down to nap. I want to go feed the chickens outside, and we've got a little bit more sunlight before the sun goes down. Since it looks like 5:30 outside, the sun's gonna go down like earlier, you know? It's not actually, but the time change happened. How old are they? They were born on yesterday. Saturday night. So 1.5 days. Yesterday would be their birthday. So tomorrow, a poopy floof. Yes, my little poopy floofs. But anyway, they're eating, so that's good. And we've got 2 more possibly hatching tonight. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up now, though. I'm sorry, I know I say 5, but I'm unreliable when it comes to time frames. It's just last minute Laura and also all types of Laura. But thank you for coming. I do appreciate having you here. It was nice to see you, and I'm gonna see you on Saturday again. You know what, though? Maybe we'll get together on Friday. Or again, I'll message in the Patreon, in Facebook, and in the Discord. I'll put updates for when I'm going to live stream next. If you're not in the Patreon, definitely join, because you get access to all of my bullet journal patterns, and you get access to the exclusive Discord for the Last Minute Laura crew. Check it out. It's $2 a month. You get all that stuff with it. And I will see you again this week, either Friday, Saturday, or another day this week, but I will let you know. So I love you all. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you got to see the babies, and if you're just showing up now and you haven't seen the babies yet, just rewind a minute and you'll see them. But don't forget to like the video, friends. It would really, it would make my day if you could click that like button, and subscribe if you're new. And wow, they're like really eating, like really actually eating. Anywho, I'll see you next time. Love you guys. Bye. Also, thank you to all of my patrons. Do you like the photo I put in with there? It's all of the chickens. We've got Baby right in the middle, our big rooster. Right up in the front there is Clover, and then the black one with the orange neck, that's Clementine. So thank you, Dave on a Rave, for being my #1 supporter on Patreon, my last minute Laura Flock member, and then Thunder's buddies. Thank you, Claire, Jazz, Alexandra, Jessica, Baba Wool, Casey, and Melanie. Thank you for coming. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.